Hello everyone and welcome to the Calpheon Ball 2023. My name is CM Mendeleev and with me today is...
Hey everyone, I'm GM Laffy. Welcome back. I'm happy to be here again.
Hello, I'm CM Knox. I'm thrilled to see you guys again.
Okay, yeah. So before we dive into our content, I want to mention that all three of us will be speaking on behalf of Jaehee, Black Desert's executive producer, while CM Knox will also be helping us with the Korean to make sure we're getting his message across to our adventurers in NA, EU and SEA. Also, just to mention the subtitles as well, chat, will be a little bit like vague, but we will do our best to follow along in English, so make sure to listen up. And as well, we'll provide a recap video later on as well. So we hope you enjoy. And yeah, in this Calpheon Ball.
I think we can go right ahead and begin showing the 2024 patch notes.
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at the Calpheon Ball where it is live right now. But chat, hello, welcome. We hope you have a wonderful time today.
안녕하세요. 전 세계 검은성악 보험가님들 반갑습니다. 진행을 맡은 허준입니다.
And our MC, Korean MC Hojun is greeting all adventurers around the world.
12월 calpheon 연회를 통해서 보험가님들을
And this is basically Black Desert's, I think, 9th technically anniversary of the Black Desert franchise, and it's a very special kind of year. And this Calpheon Ball will be bringing this year to a close. And where I think all of us here, and including everyone here at Prolibus, is really glad we can spend it with you, our adventurers. And let's, like Arjun said, let's make some memories with today's ball.
Absolutely.
And we're welcoming our executive producer, Jaehee.
Welcome, Jaehee.
Okay, hello, Jaehee.
인사 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 검은성악 총괄 프로듀서 민재입니다. 다들 반갑습니다. 네, 안녕하세요. 검은성악 총괄 프로듀서 민재입니다. 오늘 이제 아침에 눈이 왔더라고요. 눈이 와서 궂은 날씨인데도 오늘 칼피언 연에 참석해 주셔서
Oh, Jaehee is mentioning how there's snow this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Korean.
nice. Perfect timing.
Yeah. I'd like to thank not just the adventurers at the venue in Korea, but he also wants to thank everyone joining us online, including all, I see so many Twitch chatters out there. And I also can see like there's SCA, NA, EU, even MENA
Right.
adventurers joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, and this ball, of course, they're mentioning is a bit different than previous balls,
Right.
where we've started off with kind of a 2024 patch notes, and to kind of like a peek into what's happening, what we're going to go over today and what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah. So expect things to be a little different than before, chat.
It's basically like a taste of what's to come. Chad, I'm curious, did you see anything that you were like super excited about, or?
We've seen a lot of interesting.
I'm sure Chat has prepared some bingo boards.
Yeah.
Boards.
I'm keeping my eyebrows. Thank you very much, chat.
We've already prepared the necessary tools.
지금부터 무엇일까 들어보도록 하겠습니다. 큰 박수 부탁드립니다. 발표 지금부터
And then Jaehee is going right into his announcements.
Okay.
네, 보험가 여러분 안녕하세요. 검은성악 총괄 프로듀서 민재입니다.
So I believe this is Jay's intro message I would like to go over.
오늘 저희가 이렇게
Okay.
2023년 마지막을 준비하면서 칼피언 연에
Hello, adventurers. Thank you for attending the Calpheon Ball today. I can already feel your beaming support. And also, thank you to those watching online worldwide. I'm always a little nervous to greet you all like this, and especially more so today. I'll let it catch up, chat.
Oh, Jaehee's talking about like a little
Okay.
side thing of seeing people enhance and succeeding.
Ah, okay.
오늘 연애는 좀 기존이랑 저희가 또 형식
And he hopes everyone succeeds, of course.
Yeah.
보다 좀 더 떨리는 것 같아요.
Oh, back to?
Okay, so in the past, balls revolved around what we have created, and we tended to focus mainly on the creation process.
어떻게 패치의 방향성이 되는지 이런 거를 이제 말씀드리려고 저희가 만들어진 것만 계속 가지고 말씀드리다 보면
Many adventurers have said that while creation is important, maintenance, improvement, and making meaningful moves until they are all complete is even more crucial.
이제는 좀 그런 게 중요한 시기가 됐다고 생각을 합니다. 그래서 이번에는 좀 과거를 함께 돌아보면서 내년에 검은 사막이 가고자 하는 방향이 무엇일지에 대해서 본거를 보는
So,
함께
this time around,
시간으로 좀
we've prepared to reflect upon the past and will discuss the aims and direction of Black Desert in the upcoming
검은
year.
사막이 이제 늘 생각해온 원칙이자 가고자 하는 방향은 뭔가 여러분들이
At Black Desert, we have always hoped that each adventurer's choices are their own unique answers.
이제 9주년
With 9th anniversary just passed and the 10th coming up next year,
검은 사막이 처음
we reflect and ponder on whether or not we have stayed true to our original direction.
지금도 이제 검은 사막도 아직 변해야 할 게 되게 많이 있지만
Black Desert still has many things that need to be changed, but things have changed a lot compared to our beginnings.
마을마다 좀 독립된 창고라서
There was a time when silver had weight, and each village had independent storages that required the transport system.
채워가지고 몰입감을 좀 많이
We filled the game with more realistic aspects such as NPC amity and work hours to make your experience more immersive.
아니면 무역 그다음에 안쪽에서 이제
Back then, we didn't even think of teleportation, and whilst convenient, those types of features would reduce the significance of trading and having to travel with horses and donkeys.
뭔가 여러분도 아실 텐데 특히 이제 마그누스가 들어가면서 텔레포트라는 개념이
But so many changes have occurred over time.
이동도 편해지고
Teleportation was introduced with the Magnus. Storage movement became easier, silver weight was removed, and treasures were added, which allowed all your efforts to result in more convenience whilst playing.
점점 변해가야 하는 것 같습니다.
Both the real world and the world of Black Desert must evolve over time. For over 9 years, Black Desert has been running non-stop.
하루하루 만들고 고치고 또 만들고
Every single day and week, we are creating, fixing, and trying new things. Life is said to be about fully improving oneself, and the same thing can be said for game development and service.
길이라고 생각하면서 안만 보면 달려왔죠.
We ran this far thinking that we were going to in a straight line.
그래서 앞으로의 검은 사막은
But when looking back, it's always been full of twists and turns.
가야 할 방향이 이제 맞는지
So from now on, Black Desert is going to change even more.
더 많은 얘기를 나누고 걸어가고 싶습니다.
We're going to look back at where we've come from and consider what path is next. And with your thoughts, we will take the next steps alongside our adventurers.
마음으로는 번거롭고
Change is always a frightening thing.
그런 경우도 있는 것 같아요.
Sometimes it's hard to accept what is necessary, or hard to decide if you should follow your head or your heart.
그렇지 않은 경우에는
Change does not always lead to desirable outcomes, and it comes with a fear of irreversible consequences.
좀 그동안 해온 것 같아요.
Because of this, we have acted cautiously, making minimal changes, but it seems that a lot of things have piled
해야
up.
하는 그 시기가 온 것 같습니다. 그래서 오늘은 지금 지켜봐 주시는
And now
그리고 게임을 즐기는
is the time to face those fears and make that change.
변화의 시작에 대해서
Today,
한 걸음 내딛고자 합니다.
With the support of all our adventurers watching and the passion of those who have always enjoyed our game, we aim to take a step toward change and overcome our fears.
모습을 보여드리고
Of course, this change can't happen all at once.
가면은 좀 이제
We've prepared now how to approach the change step by step, and some things will be improved while others will be streamlined. I brought the 2024 patch notes with me today so that we can review the past and prepare for the future changes.
화면에
The 2024 patch notes are on the screen soon now. There we are. And before we dive into the details, here's GM Laffy to give you a quick rundown of what we've got to share.
One moment, and I think he's going over like travel improvement, like Magnus.
Right.
And then you can go right into things.
On screen, you can see our 2024 patch notes. And let's start with a brief overview. Let's start with the means of travel found in the world of Black Desert. The Magnus brought upon significant changes, but there still seems to be some discomfort when it comes to travel. So we plan to improve the Magnus so that loading only happens once. So we'll introduce a teleport function to make it easier to get the content such as Black Shrine and Atoraxxion. Our objective is to enhance convenience and minimize unnecessary routes when moving around the world to utilize content. And moving on to item simplification. Up until now, we've been constantly adding new items, and it seems like it's about time for some reductions. We plan to simplify items such as enhancement materials with too many varieties, such as blackstones, gathered materials, event seals, and so on. Our hope is to purge any clutter from our inventories and to make your adventures much more enjoyable and immersive experience. Moving on to the updates in contents. First off, we plan to improve the income from monster zones, enhance the quality of the Olekita zones, and add the Dehkia monster zones to Valencia. Also, in addition to monster zones, to obtain the best gear, I'll let him catch up real quick. Also, in addition to monster zones, to obtain the best gear, like the Kzarka accessories, the Altar of Blood, and the Black Shrine will be remastered, including some more challenging elements. Overall, we'll be refining the existing content to make it more enjoyable and to overall improve the quality and flow of the game.
Okay.
Next up, we have some guild-related updates. The guild missions and bosses will be improved. The guild history system allows you to understand the history of guild, and its members will also be enhanced. And we plan to implement a new system to support the growth of new guild members. We're going to focus on enhancing guild content overall to really encourage strong bonds between guild members. Next up are quests. Content across the world of Black Desert is deeply interlinked. We will add a feature that allows you to easily search for quests. We'll also add a separate system for important quests such as the guaranteed pen accessory and gear quests to be more intuitive. We will also share news on the remake for the Serendia main questline. And that's a brief overview of the patch notes we saw. We've prepared a lot more, so let's take our time and look at them together. The first topic we'll cover is travel. As you play Black Desert, you inevitably end up traveling all across the Black Desert world. You can run on foot or ride a horse, but I think one of the most essential ones is the Magnus.
Okay, starting off with the Magnus, it's a system that introduced a concept of teleportation that didn't exist in the Black Desert world until now. Many adventurers are now using it. But there's one thing that's annoying. Currently, traversing the veins of the Magnus requires multiple loading screens. And so, hold, and so we've been cooking something to address this. Let's take a look. We've received feedback from many adventurers. So, Wuju has prepared a new gift for everyone who completed the main quest line of the Magnus. If you go near a well and call Wuju, Wuju will present a special map.
You can see how the Korean audience is clapping for it. I think everyone can agree that's
Let him cook.
let him cook. Yes, he's cooking.
You can then select a destination and enter the Magnus, which will bring you directly to your selected destination. As you can probably tell from what's on the screen, you'll soon be able to use the Magnus to go to Ulikita.
컨텐츠를 위한 이동들도 있을 것 같아요. 특히 이제 대표적으로 검은 사당이 있겠죠. 검은 사당 네, 많이 공감하실 것 같은데.
Besides the Magnus, there's also travel for certain content. One example is the Black Shrine, as you see on screen. Currently, you need to first travel to the Land of the Morning Light, and then travel to each boss to play the Black Shrine. We'll also be simplifying travel to the Black Shrine to be similar to Battle Arena.
Ooh, nice.
네, 지금 보이시는 화면 이제 검은 사당
On screen, you can see the Black Shrine UI for the teleportation.
이동을 할 수 있게 그렇게 개발을 하겠습니다. 뭐 예를 들어서
As you can see, we're adding the ability to instantly teleport. For example, if you select Sangun, you'll be immediately brought to his location and fight the boss. After the fight, you'll be moved back to your original location.
이제 귀찮은 거 좀 이상한 거 있으실 텐데 우두머리랑 이제 싸우다가 재도전해야 되는데 다시 하기 누르면 바로 안 됐었잖아요. 이것도 바로 즉시 이제
And since we're talking about the Black Shrine, we're also working on improving the retry feature in the Black Shrine to instantly restart the boss fight.
네, 다음은 이제 아토락션인데 아토락션도 검은 사당처럼 비슷한 방법으로 개선하겠습니다. 검은 사당처럼
Okay, we're also improving Atoraxxion in a similar fashion to Black Shrine. Like the Black Shrine, we're adding a unique UI that will display each region and boss info.
돌아오게 이렇게 개발을 할 거고요. 이렇게 되면 이제
This will allow you to instantly access Atoraxxion from anywhere.
분들이 좀 편하게
Afterward, you can be brought back to your original location whenever. And we hope this new UI and ability to go back and forth from anywhere will let more adventurers enjoy Atoraxxion.
기본적으로 사막은
If we talk about traveling, then you probably can't forget the bane of new and returning adventurers, the Great Desert.
매우 어려웠어요. 이게 이제 초보모험가분들에게는
The desert is a place infamous for being difficult to navigate. Even with a compass, you're not able to ping a place on the world map, making it not easy to reach your desired destination.
그런 광활한 사막에서 방향도 제대로 알 수 없고
When we first created the desert, we wanted to make it feel like a real desert, with sweltering daytime, chilling nights, and seemingly endless dunes of sands.
변화해야 되지 않나.
Since then, a lot of time has passed,
그래서
so we
이제는
think it's time for some
탐험가의
changes.
나침판 같은 나침판이 내 위치를 알 수 있는 그런 아이템들이 있으면은 내 위치가
Now,
보이는
as long as you have a compass on you, you'll be able to ping a location on the map.
아 이거 신규 유저분들한테 정말 편해지겠네요.
맞습니다. 이렇게 되면 이제 의뢰 장소도 저희가 직접
That's
찍어드릴
nice.
수 있고
You'll even have
That's
auto
big.
navigation.
사막에서 거점전이나 점령전
We think this will make quest navigation much easier and will be especially useful during Node and Conquest Wars.
True.
사막이랑 굉장히 비슷한 곳도 하나 있잖아요. 대양도 똑같이 나침판을
There's also another place that's similar to the Great Desert,
동일한 규칙으로 적용하겠습니다.
and that's the Great Ocean. Like the desert, the Great Ocean will also be changed the same way by allowing navigation with a compass. This will hopefully make the lives of bartering ship captains easier and make ocean content more approachable for new adventurers sailing for the first time.
마고리아 별에 교역품 표시가 지금 없는데 이런 연결된 부분들
Also, there are currently no trade goods markers in Magoria Star region, while this minor, we were adding trade good markers in the Magoria Star region.
사막을 찾는 분들이
Yes.
찾으셨으면 하는데요. 사막하면 또 대표적으로
Okay.
또 이제
With travel in the desert becoming easier, we'd also like to apply this to the reason why many adventurers venture into the desert in the first place. I'm sure many of you already know, but it's Aakman and Hystria.
두 던전에
For adventurers scouring the deserts for Aakman and Hystria, we're improving the means of entering them. Now, both zones will have designated entrances, allowing you to enter them directly. Alongside this, the quests needed in order to discern Aakman and Hystria portals will be removed, so that they can be differentiated even without them. That's nice.
사막을
We
We
like
can
that.
see on screen right now.
찾아가시다가
Yeah, yeah.
이제 아크만이나 히스트리아가 보이면
You needed the quest for that one.
안 보이시면 그냥 입구로 가셔서 입장하시면 조금 더 편하게 이동하실 수 있을 것 같습니다. 이렇게 이제 검은 사막에서 이동은 굉장히
The goal is just make everyone's lives easier
Yeah.
in the desert.
And just a reminder, chat, we're currently on travel right now regarding
And
the
then I think we're
content.
going back to
Yeah.
Dream Horses.
I think you agree that horses are probably the most important means of travel in the world of Black Desert.
이후에 저희가 보니까
In the last Heidel Ball, we gave all adventurers a dream horse. And while we had been anticipating appreciation, we were amazed by how much more we received than expected.
이렇게 좋아해 주시는데
And it made us think,
기본으로
maybe we should give it by default.
Oh.
So from now on,
검은 사막을
all adventurers who step into the world of Black Desert will be able to get a dream horse.
Oh, that's pretty high.
Okay.
잠시만요. 그러면
Oh,
Big.
받으셨던 분들
oh, look at chat.
받으신 분들이 그냥
Chat's having-
처음으로 신규 모험가님들이 오시면
And
주신다는 거예요.
Hudgen's asking, would the adventurers who got it before would also be to get it again?
폴피리와 VP코의 장난감 음악 도전 과제로
Like before, all adventurers can get the Bicus Rocking Horse and the Bicus Calling Horn from the challenge menu.
Ooh.
그러니까 왜
Yes. And
지난번에
adventurers got it before will also be able to get it again.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, that's good. That's good. So everyone that was thinking in chat that they won't get it.
So if you like had a second choice, this is your time.
아도 하나 때 받으신 모험가님들이 한 65%
오.
정도 계시고
Or get this.
Oh, and he's talking about the data now.
Last time, 65% of adventurers chose Ardonat, 19% chose Doom, 9% chose Dine, and only 7% chose the Census.
Wow.
We did predict that the majority of adventurers would choose Ardonat, but there were quite a few people who chose Doom and Dine, and some who chose the Census. We do hope you enjoy the rewards again, whichever you will choose.
기회를 받았거든요.
You'll be able to get your horse or sensor next week after the maintenance on the 20th, so make sure to claim it.
Okay.
아, 저걸로
actually,
받게
I
되는
think I went
거예요.
ahead.
Yes.
Oh,
It's okay. You heard it
Spoiler.
from us first.
You
Yes.
heard it from us first.
Yes, you heard it from us first.
From Laffy.
And
Yes.
I use a head.
이동에 피로감을 주는 쪽
We're in the
I think,
future.
next.
자꾸 왔다 갔다 시키는
Uh,
것들을
that covers everything we have for travel.
하겠습니다.
We'll of course continue to look into improvements to reduce unnecessary travel.
확장됐고
As the Black Desert world continues to grow larger and larger with more and more content, we also want to make sure our game evolves so our adventurers can focus on enjoying the content and spend less time traveling to it.
I think everyone can agree on that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Like, the world grows bigger. Yeah.
다음으로 말씀드릴 거는
Okay, so like we said, that was the section of travel, guys.
아이템 통합.
Oh, and I think we're moving on to
Yes.
item.
가장
Yes, so item unification and simplification. So that's kind of the next topic. These are just going topic by topic, by the way, chat. So if you're waiting for different contents, just
We're
hold up.
jumping right into Blackstones.
Okay, so first we'll be unifying Blackstones.
있었던 것 같아요. 그래서
We think most would agree items are one of the big sources of clutter in the game. Optimally, whenever we add new items, we should also be unifying and cleaning up older items. But so far, we've been mostly just been adding more, and we want to change that.
저희가 지금 있는 블랙스톤 종류들이
Let's take a look at an example.
굉장히 많은
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot, right?
That's a lot.
And it needs to be unified, Nox.
말씀을 드릴게요.
Especially
That's
for
why-
new
블랙스톤은
adventurers.
일단
True.
우리가 방어구를
And that's why all Blackstones will be consolidated, leaving only the bare minimum that is required.
그래서 이제 대부분의 블랙스톤이 이제 정리 대상인데
Or you just saw the Blackstones
표적
merge.
판단도 당연히 정리되고
Yeah.
그다음에
Most
대양 관련
Blackstones will be part of this consolidation, with weapon and armor Blackstones being unified, as shown on the screen. Many special Blackstones will be removed and replaced with just regular Blackstones.
시즌 관련 블랙스톤
And sharp and hard Black crystal shards will also be merged. And sea content Blackstones will be unified into a single sea content one. Additionally, season enhancement materials will be consolidated into time-filled Blackstones. Unfortunately, as we created different Blackstones for different content, it grew more, and
생산물은
more.
1차 채집물 종류의 간소화를 하겠습니다.
And this is quite
굉장히
complex.
다양한 아이템들이 이제 검은
So
상자들이
we'll do our best to consolidate and organize Blackstone items as soon as we can so you don't have to keep track of so many different ones.
하지만 막상 이제
Next up, primary materials, which we plan to simplify. Let's
아이템 종류를
take a look.
간소화를 해서 카테고리별로 좀 통합을 하고 현실적으로 이제 특수한 아이템들은 살리는 좀 그런 방법으로 진행을 할 거고요. 그래서 지금
The variety of materials does give a sense of realism, but it also adds another layer of complexity in gameplay. So we want to simplify things by reducing the variety.
좀 그렇게 개선을 할 거고요.
We're going to try to unify these materials by type, while trying to preserve the sense of realism as much as possible, such as consolidating the items that can be used interchangeably and changing icons to make them more intuitive. For example, our many types of fruits and trace items will respectively be unified into single items.
As you can see on screen.
엄청 많잖아요. 얘도 이제 도제
And a little different to them for blood and meat items.
Oh, he just mentioned we'll also be unifying traces.
Traces too.
같이
Okay.
좀 이제 사용 가능한 그룹이 나눠진 그런
Oh, I think you can go on.
애들이 있는데
Within the same group, the icons will be changed to intuitively differentiate their uses. In this way, we're simplifying the primary ingredients as well as the secondary and tertiary ingredients while keeping the special ingredients that are iconic and meaningful.
3차 재료도 계속 이제 간소화를 하고
As you can see right on the
특별한 아이템들이
presentation above, you can see how all the icons are being unified into nice.
So these are all the
These are
different blood
Bloods,
types.
yes, bloods.
It's just going to be types of blood rather than what animal is from or monster.
되겠지
I think we can
라는
move on to
생각으로
the early
넣으시면
days.
In the early days of Black Desert, we wanted to bring as much common sense and imagination into the game as we could, so that adventurers could think, this is the same meat, so it should work. And then they would try it. That's what we're trying to do, but feel like we've gone too far with trying to differentiate all the materials. We will try to keep improving the game's materials to be more intuitive and to improve the barrier to entry by reducing the complexity while maintaining the significance and value behind them as much as possible.
Definitely a tough mission, but
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to try and like keep that feeling that we always had. But anyway,
oh,
next we're getting rid of seed grades: normal, high quality, and special, since these tiers are only really meaningful when growing new crops. So here you are, see the image. Instead, crops will be classified as normal, high quality, or special upon harvest. This will reduce the types of seeds by a third and make it easier to obtain seeds. It will also remove the time it takes to make seeds go from normal to higher grade. Magical seeds will also be changed in the same way.
oh,
I think I'll need
And
to let Jay catch up.
oh, he's mentioning about stacking seeds.
Ah, okay, so never mind.
Right above.
He's gone straight ahead.
Yes.
So yes, you'll also be able to stack your seeds in your inventory.
Let's go!
Surprise!
This will take some time, as this is not something possible by changing our current inventory system, but something that requires the development of a new one, but will definitely work to implement and this improvement.
Yeah, basically, it's just something that it's not a simple change to our current inventory system, but
Yes.
requires some new features that we need to cook up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It affects different like systems, and that's why it needs
Party
to be.
elixirs.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at party elixirs. Crafting party elixirs with alt tier is something that takes too much time. So party elixirs will be consolidated into general elixirs. Now,
Nice.
general elixirs will apply to the entire party and last 10 minutes for green and 50 minutes for blue grade.
Okay. Nice. That's
We
a
know,
W.
we know many adventurers also want some sort of simplification of elixirs. But we want to try it to simplify the crafting prerequisites and see how it is first.
Yeah, taking the time to make them was so long.
We're also considering ways to simplify the variety of elixirs into 3 to 4, but unfortunately, we'll first simplify the normal elixirs this time around.
It was 10 for green chat and 15 for blue. So like the normal non-party ones. So the party will kind of disappear and it will just be dragged into the normal ones. So just to clarify that, chat.
Oh, and we're moving on to crystals.
Okay, so we're also simplifying crystals. Since we released Black Desert, we've been adding new crystals here and there, but some of them are not well organized. First of all, there are a lot of different types, so we want to tackle the complexity. So we'll show an image fairly soon. And we'll first start with consolidating all the crystals with no or minimal uses while trying to manage higher tier crystals in their current state. However, there are low tier crystals such as infinity crystals that still have uses. So for these cases, we'll try to make sure these get changed in a way that these uses are not ignored. And for adventurers who are using low tier crystals, we'll look into ways that you can get a box of similar high tier crystals, so you can replace those said crystals. Okay. As for life and vital crystals, currently differentiated by the different life skills, will be merged, so you can use them for the same effect regardless of what life skill type, whether you want to focus on EXP or mastery.
I think that's a lot of unification going on right now.
Unification right now.
So many items.
And we're moving on to life skill, or life skill unification.
Okay, so yes, this.
Oh, never mind. Oh, quest items.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
sorry.
Quest items. Items left over in your inventory from quest will be minimized. We'll be setting a rule so that unneeded quest items will be auto-removed after the quest is completed. As for items you get from finishing certain story quests, such as the Royal Edict you get from Land of the Morning Light or Atoraxxia's Hourglass, while there are adventurers who keep them as keepsakes, there are also some who are confused about whether or not to keep them or throw them away. To minimize this confusion, we'll add a tooltip description marking quest items that can be sold to NPC shops for silver. We'll make sure you won't have to worry about whether these items will be used elsewhere.
Nice.
I think I went a bit ahead.
But yes, so just to remind the chat, we will be creating a recap video as well for anyone that's missed it or is a little bit unsure. We got you. Okay.
And I was just mentioning how, like, while for long-term veterans of Black Desert, there's a lot of, oh, this is like how it's always been, but for newer players, it's something that
Yeah, true.
Always strive to make it
event
simpler.
items.
Okay, so for event seals, will be transformed from items into a system format. In the future, you'll be able to check your event seals in a dedicated, separate UI and immediately exchange them right away. Which is pretty nice, I like that. So many different seals. While we'll try to gradually lower the number of these kind of seals in our updates due to how each seal item has different purposes and rewards attached to them, it's a bit difficult to just remove them. So, we'll be changing them to a kind of intangible item. Let's get a visual look soon, once Jay's caught up.
That's fine.
It's fine.
You actually kind of
We're
there we go.
Yeah, here we go. So here's like a nice little look. This is quite nice actually. I like that. No longer cluttering your storages and inventory. As shown on the screen, event seals will no longer be in your inventory and go to a separate UI instead, where you can exchange them for rewards directly in this UI without having to go somewhere specific. No longer will you need to go to Shikatu for this type of seal or Igor for another type.
That's great.
That's pretty nice.
It's like,
Like that.
one place, all your events,
Yeah.
easy peasy.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a W. That's a W.
And I think the most important thing is like with this UI, your
Yeah.
inventory is nice and clean. And,
Exactly.
much,
Nice and squeaky clean. Yep. It's pretty nice. I think I have literally one storage just full of event seals. Different types.
and there seems to be other items.
Okay.
And beyond this, we'll also start consolidating and removing items that are useless or become meaningless, such as low-grade life tools, certain accessories, etc.
Right.
If we use a low-grade life tool, such as a hoe, as an example. We're waiting for the whole image.
Don't do it, Twitch
Okay.
chat.
You can see there are a lot of different types of one life tool. We will be removing all unnecessary ones, such as the bronze hoe.
As mentioned, the magical hoe.
The result will be that just magical hoe will remain unified under one name as a plain hoe.
Twitch chat, please.
Magical has been downgraded to plain.
Of course, items for mastery, such as Logia, Doste, and Manor's life tools, remain unchanged.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's mainly just the ones that unused or
Yeah. Okay, so life skills will also be receiving a major change. By June next year, we'll be merging all life skill levels on a family basis, chat. This is big. This is big.
Huge.
We know there are some adventurers who have placed various characters around the world at various gathering spots and felt a bit bad missing out on the unshared gathering levels. And for some adventurers who focus all their life skills on one character, traveling around to do them was also something a bit inconvenient. So we hope to address these kinds of inconveniences by merging all life skill levels on a family basis. And you can kind of see it like as an upgrade to Liana's tool bag. Once you set up the tool bag, you'll be able to use tools within regardless of the character you log in with.
Chat is super happy.
Okay, and we also plan on implementing the ability to perform basic gathering without any tools. We apologize since we said it before, but it's taken a while to develop. And also for all, the PvPers out there for like repairing like node forts, you don't need to get levels up on separate characters
something
anymore.
Jaehee just mentioned that was interesting as well. Like I know certain players that are certain adventurers who are like grew level 50, who are just like, hey, what am I supposed to level now?
Yeah.
They're also planning on expanding them apparently. Expanding past level 50. Yes.
Really? Okay.
So I think like the biggest thing is like once you set up your like
Yeah.
tools, it doesn't matter where, it's just you're all ready to go, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter which character you're, it's just everything's
Life
set.
skill, any character,
Yeah.
anywhere, each one, W.
That's great.
But yes, it's going to take some time to develop.
Yes,
but
it's
they're
quite a big change, chat.
an assembly inventory.
And now we get to the assembly inventory. We're also preparing a separate inventory for assembling items. Assembling items is one of the unique systems in Black Desert where you arrange specific items into a shape to create a new one. Similar in feeling to solve a puzzle or following a treasure map.
조합이 되는 아이템들이 스택이 안 된다는 거, 그리고 또 정렬을 푸는 순간에 이 아이템이 어디로 갔는지 찾기 힘들고 뭐 이런 것들이 있었을 건데 새롭게 이제 추가되는
Unfortunately, the system does have a layer of inconvenience. One is that you can't assemble items when using the auto-arrange feature. Second is that the same type of items cannot be stacked together. It's also difficult to figure out where they are and when you turn off the auto-arrange feature. Once the new assembly inventory is available, you'll be able to open the inventory and see all the items you can add to it, similar to the family inventory, and move them in a way you need to arrange them.
That's nice.
모드 유저 결정과 같은 아이템들을 스택 가능하도록
Now you can put the assembly items in this inventory and combine them. And since it's a separate inventory, you can use it while moving regardless of your item arrangement.
Oh, is that
there
ancient
we go.
relic
모드
shards?
유저 결정의
Yeah, stacking.
그만큼
Items like Ancient Relic Crystal Shard will also be changed to be stackable in the current inventory. And when you need to assemble or combine them, you can use the new assembly inventory to make all of them at once if you have multiple.
Oh, let's go.
So no more just like
That's a lot of
and moving
No
all
more,
the-
no more puzzling.
and then your inventory is full, you need to get new ones.
Okay, now
contents.
let's talk about contents. Our first topic is monster zones. And first off, we know our adventurers are very interested in the silver gain of monster gains. If we boil it down, we're planning to adjust monster zones so that there is a higher level of gear required, and the more you'll be rewarded. More gear, more rewards.
And there's some
So
figures.
let's see some figures here.
사냥터의 수익은
The data summarizes the profitability of monster zones that are frequented by many adventurers, divided into the average and maximum profitability.
정확히 비교하기 위해서
This is based on a 300% item drop rate and does not include Agris Fever. The average income is calculated from adventurers who visit often. The maximum income is based, the Dehkia Thornwood Forest is currently the highest earning zone, so it is visited by a lot of adventurers. To match this region concept, Ullakita's top zone will be buffed to match Dehkia Thornwood. We're also preparing to buff the rest of the Dehkia zones.
제외한
Besides this, we'll also be adjusting silver earnings from zones across the board to match the level of gear required for said zones.
제가 말씀드린 부분만
And if there are zones that are difficult to buff due to balance, for example, Gyfin Russia Underground, we'll adjust the so-called damage soft cap to increase the expected silver earnings. When these adjustments are done, we'll also update the monster zone info menu as well.
좀더 높여서 최대 수익 기대값을 더 끌어올리려고 하고 있습니다.
Additionally, we want to change
you're getting
Ullakita's
a little ahead.
a little ahead. We're a bit too ahead.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, we'll let Jay catch up.
Yes.
관련된 정보들도 더 많이 여러분 계시고
Okay, yeah. So we're just going over the rewards regarding the soft cap as well, and the adjustments of like those higher tier monster zones that have those soft caps.
이거 좀 재미가 좀 다른 사냥터에 비해서 덜한 것 같아요.
Okay, so additionally, we want to change the Ullakita monster zones to be a bit more fun, to live up to its namesake of a high-end zone.
근데 저희가
We wanted to make the experience in the zones more fun, but we do have some misgivings.
하고 통쾌한 그런 기분
Rather than just them being harder, we'll try adding new scenes and mechanics to match its status as a top monster zone.
그리고
That's pretty nice.
발렌시아의
Yes.
And
아크만
furthermore,
유황까지 이대
the
사냥터의
4 monster zones in Valencia, Hystria Ruins, Aakman, Pilaku, and the Sulphur Mine will be added to Dehkia's Lantern.
좀 올라가긴
Big
했지만
W.
Go.
Let's go.
While these monster zones are places where treasure items material drops,
그들의 약점이죠.
they were a bit disappointing, even when increasing the silver gain. So we hope to address this by adding them to Dehkia.
검은 사막에 이제 굉장히 많은
That's pretty nice.
Oh, and we're talking about
일단 소환서 방식의
boss scrolls.
Okay, so yeah, simply put, all summon scroll bosses will be poofed away. Just gone. There are a lot of bosses in Black Desert, and so we want to consolidate how they are summoned. All the old boss summon scrolls will be removed, and you can either use the ones you already have, or you'll be able to put them for sale.
잠깐 설명드릴 수 있습니다.
We'll also take into account any gear or materials that were only available from those bosses to make them more accessible as well.
검은 사당은 이제
And right to Black Shrine.
Okay, so the Black Shrine, the Calamity 8, 9, and 10 will be added to Black Shrine. Since defeating the current highest difficulty of Calamity 7 activates a buff, we'll keep that the same. For Calamity 8, 9, and 10, we'll introduce something different.
사당은 순수하게 내 장비로만
For Calamity 8, 9, and 10, we'll be changing them to easy, medium, and hard difficulties, where you purely fight the bosses with your own gear. Big. These bosses will also have a minimum AP threshold, but more about that, I think.
It sounds like 300, 310, and 320.
Okay, so yes, 300, 310, 320.
도전하는 그런 컨텐츠가
You will not be able to deal damage to bosses unless you meet the minimum AP. So work towards getting your gear to be able to actually get in there and challenge these bosses.
약간 그
And if you overcome these challenging bosses, top tier rewards such as Dehkia accessories will await you.
방어구를 빼고 사냥하기라든지
We're also preparing more challenging missions. Missions such as defeat the boss without armor, etc. Rather than must-have rewards, these will simply be nice-to-have rewards, like color titles and visual effects on your character.
Sounds great.
I love it. It's like nice to have rewards. These are big W rewards.
Yeah.
These are the flex.
Yeah, these are the flex rewards.
Like I beat him without any gear on.
함께 할 수 있는 컨텐츠에 대해서 계속 얘기를 많이 해주셨어요.
And I think we're moving on to the Altar of Blood. The Altar of Blood will be completely remastered.
Big W.
The Black Shrine represents an experience for solo adventurers, so we want to revamp Altar of Blood as a co-op experience.
Okay.
Similar to Black Shrine, the Altar of Blood will have 3 tiers of difficulty: easy, medium, and hard.
Oh, and he's mentioning now that for easy, he wants it to be something that's like 250 AP, so you can fight alongside like seasoned graduates.
Okay.
Next tier will be 280, and the final being 310.
좀 저희가 그동안 기믹 노하우들이
Like before, the Altar of Blood will be a defense type of system. It won't just have monsters pour out, but there will be a variety of mechanics and bosses that will be added to spice things up and add some strategic elements. We're also going to make sure that rewards are specific to each stage, so that at the highest levels you'll have a chance to get a Dehkia accessory,
Okay.
just like in the Black Shrine.
Nice.
And if you fail the challenge, you'll still get higher rewards than in the previous stage.
Okay.
좀 구성을 하고 있습니다.
Basically, if your sheet AP is 310 or higher,
Yeah.
beating the highest difficulty will let you get a chance for
That's
Dehkia
nice.
accessories, yeah.
And for why we are adding Dehkia accessories to both Black Shrine and Altar of Blood is due to the fact their only availability is by spending a lot of time at certain monster zones.
True. True.
We've always felt that this was the right way to do it because it's so hard to get. We really wanted to give the highest level adventurers more chances to get rewards like the Dehkias from besides just staying in certain monster zones for a long time. We'll continue to gradually expand this in this sort of direction.
다른 컨텐츠들도 차차 점점 좀 늘려갈 방향을 좀 잡고 있고요. 그리고 이제
Since we're on the topic of
Since we're on the topic of the Dehkia, we plan to remove the materials needed to craft it and make it drop as an accessory only, while also increasing the drop rate.
Okay.
We will also apply the same change to other top accessories that can be crafted for materials such as tongue grade accessories.
let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
W.
So basically, they're like buffing the drop rate to compensate, but you no longer have to go through all those steps on
Yeah.
crafting.
Also,
yeah.
getting a red shard, black shard, is always difficult.
Yeah.
And so like tongue grad accessories, dawn earrings, those accessories as well will be receiving the same kind of change where they'll drop, and the materials will no longer drop. Yeah.
Right.
Trade.
Okay, so we've made the difficult decision of temporarily removing the trade system. It's gone. Due to the trading system, there are various restrictions, so we've decided to temporarily remove it while leaving processed trade crates. They're going to stay. For example, there are several restrictions, such as if you're on Paddocks Island and get a trade good with a tagged character, you can't sell it or you can't do Imperial delivery. Additionally, you cannot travel through the Magnus or use the traveler's map to move your character because of such restrictions.
Oh.
무역 아이템 때문에 뭐
Okay.
이동들 우물도 못 들어가고 막 이런 것들 굉장히
With the removal of general trade, these restrictions will be gone, allowing adventurers to play more freely. Of course, we're also disappointed about removing general trade. As we mentioned, if you tried to improve the current system, many restrictions would still exist. So we decided to temporarily remove the system, temporarily. However, rest assured, we'll introduce an improved version of trade later
그리고 이제
on.
다음으로 넘어가면은 서비스가 이제 저희가 지속되면서 새로운 시스템이 굉장히 많이 생기고 챙겨야 하고 신경 써야 돼요.
As our game grows, more and more systems and items get developed and added,
특화라든지
requiring more attention. This means there are frequent situations where adventurers need to change between playstyle sets,
기술 통합 프리셋
mainly being crystals, artifacts, light stones,
화면 좀
skill presets, and skill add-ons.
각각의 이제
We'll make it so that you can select them from an all-in-one preset.
프리셋만 선택하면은 모든 세팅이 이제 자동으로
We want to allow you to be able to set up presets depending on your playstyles and freely select them.
리모컨처럼 눌러서 조정을
As you can see in the UI,
그리고 또 프리셋이랑
it's like a remote
조정을
control
할 때
for your
솔라르의
presets.
창도 장비나 기술 특화 같은 이제
In addition to this preset,
을 대기해서
Arena of Solare will also get the ability to save your gear, skills, and skill add-ons.
솔라르에 들어가도
And when entering
적용되게
the
이렇게 좀 계산을 해보겠습니다.
Arena of Solare, from PvE, you'll be able to instantly change to a PvP set.
계산 빠르게
Oh, and vice
Oh,
versa.
nice.
Oh.
네, 다음으로는 이제 강화에 대한 얘기인데요.
And Jay is saying that, understands inconvenience, so working on fast as possible.
테스트했을 때
Yeah.
강화 확률 증가 수치가
Enhancements.
Okay, next we'd like to talk about enhancements. We want to change it so that when you fail on enhancements with cronstones, the stack will be increased by 1.
Right now, he's mentioning how like
아무것도 남지 않아서
more and more adventurers are using cronstones to
Yeah.
enhance, and there's this kind of burden for it. So
Yeah.
they want to kind of have this stack increased by 1 when you fail with
Yeah.
cronstone enhancements.
엄청 큰 변화는
Even though the number of 1 may be small, we want to preserve the hard work of our adventurers, just like the concept of the stacking system. We've heard feedback about the stack system being a barrier to entry or needing a ceiling. But improvements must be done incredibly carefully, making it extremely difficult.
여러분들의 이제 노력
The whole idea of the stack system is that it's a bonus, a reward for effort that increases the odds on your next attempt, instead of everything simply being wiped out on a failed enhancement.
이런 얘기를 더 많이 해주시긴 하는데
We recognize that this is an unfamiliar system, can be a barrier to entry, and will continue to improve our guides to make it easier and more intuitive to understand.
다음번에 확률을
But
올려주는
we're not giving up on these things,
노력에 대한 보상이
and we'll keep working on them
새로 오신 분들은
to see if there's a better way.
진입 장벽이 된다고
You got a little ahead of him, but
Yeah,
이제
basically, he's mentioning how like for new adventures,
Yeah.
this kind of barrier entry
Yeah,
is
yeah.
something they like. The enhancement system in general is a big barrier of entry just because the system has a lot of layers to it. And
Right.
It is something that takes time to learn and master. So they're
Absolutely.
going to be working on
또 뭐 그렇다고 뭐 포기하는 건 아니고
easing
연구해서
adventures in better with
좀
it.
찾아보겠습니다.
But they're not going to be just giving up on enhancements. Like it's not like this is we're fine with this.
Yeah.
They're going to be working on improving it still.
이거 말고도
Now
변화가 필요한 부분들이 있으면은 또
that pretty much covers our content section.
okay.
I think.
다음으로 이제 길드 이야기를 드릴 건데
let's-
길드에도 굉장히 많은 변화가 찾아오고 우선 길드
Guilds.
지도를 추가하겠습니다.
Right. So let's talk about
앞에 이제
guilds.
붙이는 하나의 형용사라고
We'll be adding guild titles.
길드원들이
Achieving certain objectives with your guild members will reward you
앞에 붙은
with guild titles.
It's kind of like something like you can like think of it like a current titles or like even
Yeah.
an adjective that you can use to make guild names funner.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if your guild has a lot of high-level captains, you'll get a sailing title. And if your guild has a lot of treasure, you'll get a treasure title.
관련 칭호가 붙은
In this way, you can use a variety of titles depending on the nature of your guild and your guild members'
Oh, you can
play.
see it above where they have like Black Spirit guild, and then if you change it, it's like the Brave Black Spirit or something.
Ah,
like that,
okay.
kind of combining into one. So it's like an adjective and a name.
Ah, right. So
So in
it's got,
front of the
Yeah, yeah.
네네.
yeah.
아 괜찮습니다.
Okay.
근데 사실
I can already think of
발표를 해
possible fun combos.
Yeah, yeah, for
And
sure.
possibly maybe not so fun combos.
크론석이라는 게 뭐 우리 모험가님들이
Oh, I see some couple of not so funny combos.
하시잖아요. 근데 이 크론석이 1스택이라는 게 한 번을 더 도전을 할 수 있는 스택.
Okay.
Oh, and Hojin is
하는 게 맞죠?
mentioning, going back to the Cronstones and kind of explaining, hey,
스택의 수치 강화
sometimes
확률이 증가하는
그래서
oh,
시간이
he's having,
제가
he's trying
이해를
to
못해서 제가 사실은 리액션을
We understand.
못해가지고 그래서
Re-understand?
아무 반응이 없으니까 내가 이해를 잘못했구나라고 지금 듣고만 있었는데
he wasn't sure.
아, 내가 잘못 이해했으니까 입 다물고 있어야지라고 있었거든요.
He misunderstood when it increases. He's like, if you succeed, but
Okay.
yeah.
네, 일단 다음으로 넘어가겠습니다. 그리고 길드에 해시태그를 추가할
Can we move on?
예를 들면은 수다
Oh, guild hashtags.
Ah. So we hope to allow guilds to set up certain hashtags to help with their recruitment process. When you set up hashtags that represent your guild, others will be able to search by hashtags when looking for a listed guild.
정한
You can see these hashtags on the guild page and search for them in the guild list. Guilds with the same tag will also search for each other. So, it's a good indicator for adventurers who don't have a guild yet to find one to join.
Oh, so like you can see up there, it's like PVE, like
그다음에 이제 길드 커뮤니티
Sailing.
Yeah, just general, I
like
can imagine,
progression,
like game
like-
types. Yeah,
길드
yeah.
부장님이나 부대장님이 길드 전체에게
Okay.
알람
and
메시지를
guild
보낼 수 있는
alerts.
Guild alerts. We'll continue to work on the guild community, but first we'll be working on guild notifications. This will allow the guild leaders or officers to send a designated message to the entire guild.
길드 운영하시는 분들
For example, we're having a guild battle tomorrow at 9 p.m., so please join us.
전달하시는 게
When you log in, you'll get a notification right away. It's a similar feature to the current saying of the day, but it's a convenience feature for guilds and can be used in a variety of ways.
저희가
We'll also be working on improving convenience features, like expanding and copying and pasting for note-taking features, like the saying of the day.
글자를 입력하는 시스템이나 뭐 메모장에서
Speaking of which, one more thing, we're very aware of the lack of usability around typing in-game. We're working hard to improve the in-game typing system, as well as convenience features like copy-pasting from Notepad and adjusting the color and size of text.
길드 입문 시스템이
We're also working on fixing the fact that the input cursor only moves left and right.
우리 길드는 대형 길드인데
Next, we're diving straight into guild missions.
또 불필요한
Okay,
그러니까 이제
straight to guild missions. We also want to improve guild missions for you. We know that the current guild mission system is quite outdated, and we know that adventurers have inconvenient times such as a large guild.
접속해보면 새벽에 누가 다 해놓고
Only show small and medium missions are shown. Sorry, we know that adventurers have inconvenient times such as a large guild. Only show small and medium missions are shown, and so you have to move to a different server.
좀 부담도 있었는데
The guild leader says not to do a specific mission on certain days because of the guild boss summons, etc.
길드 임무를 받아가지고 수행을 하시면 되고요.
So, the first thing we're going to do is change guild missions to be individualized. Previously, it was difficult to know which server a guild mission was on and whether to accept that mission.
그 역할을 대신하는
With this change, individual guild members will be able to accept guild missions without having to worry about this. However, we'll have individual guild missions focus more on increasing your guild activity, so they won't feel forced or mandatory.
해가지고 길드에도 도움되고
We'll also have a new special guild missions, replace the current type of missions. These will be available once weekly
별개로 일주일에 한 번씩
or monthly
할수 있습니다.
for you to take on with fellow members with generous time frames and nice rewards to reduce the pressure of having to do them.
And we're moving straight on with guild bosses. We're working on them. This will include removing summon scrolls, which will instead be summonable each week. We know you're also concerned about the lack of participation in guild bosses, so we're making the rewards for them more appealing. We'll also be rebalancing patterns like boss mechanics to make them more meaningful and ultimately make them simple and fun for guilds to do together. On a separate note, we're also working on a new Khan raid that will have a dedicated gathering area for Khan, which will help with traveling issues.
Oh, nice.
I think we got a little ahead, but like the idea is to kind of simplify and improve the system
Yeah.
to make it not just fun, but
Yeah.
strategic elements that encourages your teammates to work together.
Yeah,
And then there we go. The
There's the Khan raid.
yeah.
Oh, basically, it's a CTG for Khan.
Okay. Well, that's nice. Which means that, removes that kind of like, oh, should I go? It's a long way. It's, it's
Guild
quite
member
nice.
support.
So we plan to allow guilds to offer some form of support to their guild members.
I think everyone can say that we've had
Yeah,
like situations where like, oh, I want to help my little
Yeah.
new member and join.
true, true. And we'll be providing support with items essential for growth, such as those which increase combat EXP or item drop rate, and guild skills such as combat EXP buff and life EXP buff, as they will now have extended durations and enhanced effects. Additionally, you'll be able to expand the guild storage based on your guild score. We're also preparing a system to allow guilds to rent guild gear to their members. So depending on the scale of the guild, it'll become possible to rent pen gear or pen accessories.
Oh, so it's like a new, it's a rental system, basically. You're
Yeah.
just loaning out gear.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Of course, we're going to ensure that the system cannot be abused. We're going to do our best and see how we'll make this work.
And he's mentioning again, like, yes, it's an item that goes back and forth, so we need to make sure
Yeah.
no one's using it for anything naughty.
Yeah, yeah, true.
But the purpose is like to give items so adventurers can progress without feeling
Yeah, yeah.
burdensome. Yeah. Oh,
And I think we're moving on
daily
with
wage.
the
Yeah.
guild daily wage. At some point, we worked a lot for our 5 million silver. So now, the max threshold of daily wage will be increased from 5 million to 100 million silver.
Oh, that's
Pretty big.
inflation.
It's a pretty big jump.
20 times increase.
It's a pretty big jump.
We're also deliberating on methods for guilds to acquire the funds to meet this allowance. This is actually something that hasn't changed over the years after being fixed at 5 million in the early days, and it's become a pretty insignificant amount of silver, so each guild will be able to set a more realistic guild salary based on their guild situation.
I remember being so happy with my 5 mil a day.
I worked hard for that with guild. It meant a lot.
But I think this kind of this range now gives guilds more like freedom to be like, hey, you're worth that 100.
Yeah, you're worth the
Yeah, you're
100
or
mil.
no, you're just a 5 million.
Yeah, you can keep the 5 mil.
And then the guild goes bankrupt.
Guild records or guild history, I believe.
Okay,
Guild
we'll
history.
improve the record features within guild, such as guild history. Records such as time spent as a guild member or obtaining rare treasures or achieving pen Deboraka can be found here. So we'll also fix the bug where guild history sometimes disappear. So we appreciate everyone waiting on that one.
You're
Also-
getting a little ahead of yourself here.
Oh, we're ahead of ourselves?
Yeah. It's fine. There you go. There now you see the.
Too good at reading his
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, I'm just speeding up. It is what it is. It's fine. The subtitles are slow.
And guild
Also,
manners.
We've had a lot of feedback about guild housing.
okay.
You'll now be able to designate a specific guild member's manor as your guild's manor.
Okay.
Basically, they received a lot of feedback about this, and they're like wanting to think about a good system, and this is what they cooked up, basically.
Okay.
길드 대표 장원으로 승격을 시켜요.
And
그래서 길드 대표 장원이
and you'll be able
길드원들이
to instantly teleport to and from the guild manor.
Oh, that's big.
길드원들이 글로 귀환을 할 수 있게 됩니다.
And
그러면 이제 어디서든 이제
you can also use shared cooking and alchemy tools.
Okay. So you're cooking with
Yeah,
group.
he's actually cooking.
You're
You
actually
Oh, we're
cooking with
actually
the squad.
cooking. Yes,
Actually cooking
actually with the
together.
squad.
Everyone, it's time to make elixirs. Cook.
That's actually, it's basically a mini like call to guild. It's a call to my manor. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
nice.
like gather everyone here.
So you just want to like get someone in a guild that is like insane at making guild manners, manners. Like,
I think Anfield will love this one.
다음은
Okay.
길드인데요.
Yes.
that's pretty cool. I like that.
길드끼리 순수한 전투력으로
Okay.
Guild leagues.
Well, next up, we'll be covering guild PvP content. Ever since Black Desert's release, there's been a growing progression gap within the game. And we agree that PvP feels most fun.
I think you're,
Oh, we're way ahead?
yeah,
We're way ahead.
we're in
Okay.
guild leagues.
I think in
It's
Guild
a
League, I think
15 versus 15 system where
Right, yes, that will be getting to that.
guilds can compete against each other,
대결을 하는 형태로
The league
and-
yes.
rank with each other.
Okay, so the league offers a 15 AS, as was mentioned here. From guild kill death ratios to individual scoring, I think Jay's gone ahead, I'm just saying. But there's plenty of to keep
Yes.
you engaged, beginning with the friendly match rewards first, which will be around...
It's
the showing first.
in combat, and it's
Okay.
basically the system is purely based to have that joy of guild versus guild battles, and
Okay.
아니면 이제 내 개인적인 전략
Oh,
and
that
like the
guy
goal
got
is of course like it's not just like one-sided guild battles. It's more like always have matches where it's very close in skills or
Yeah.
like fighting combat ability. So have close and very exciting matches.
그냥 심플하게 전투만 즐기시라는 의미에서 킬
Okay.
you can all see the footage on the screen.
그리고 이제 내 장비를 사용해서 플레이를
And like the
So these
goal
are
is to reach the first like a certain number of kills basically.
Yes. So once your guild reaches X amount of kills, and there's so many different locations. Is this?
Black Stars
And-
and
No, this one's Sakraya.
And you'll also be using your own gear, and like I think one thing that's kind of a highlight is you'll be able to see like who's the best in this guild, who's the best in other guilds.
Yeah.
적인 재미를 느낄 수 있게
Yeah, that was Sakraya.
yeah,
And it's meant to be kind of a bit more lighter, like kind of
보상도
more
준비를 하고 있습니다.
Yeah.
like a kind of friendly competition kind of feeling
Okay,
of
yeah.
PvP.
통해서도
Yeah, yeah.
경험치나 수익을
And of course there will be rewards,
Of course.
그것도 이제 처음에 이제
Of course.
친선전으로
and like as Jaehee mentioned before, he wants to encourage more rewards in PvP, or he wants to have more rewards in PvP.
수준으로
And
보상하려고 준비를 하고 있습니다. 그래서 길드 리그의 이제 기본
for like the friendly matches,
Right.
yeah, they'll also have rewards of like around 200 million silver for each participant. Like for a
Okay,
win,
that's
basically,
nice.
Yes.
그런 순서들을
So,
Well, not just to win, just for participating. Yes.
so just for participating and having this friendly match with like other guilds of 15 versus 15 battlefield, 200 mil silver.
길드에서
And then
That's a
let's
big W.
moving straight to Node Wars.
Okay.
I think this one is actually something a lot of adventurers are
히스토리를 좀
hanging on, I think.
probably one of the biggest content your guild can do is Node Wars.
거점전
It's gone through some big and small changes over the years to get where it is today.
세부적인 줄
And we can see just how many changes have happened
세력 구도나
across since 2015, I think. Sorry, I can't
Wow.
see exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
2015, 2015,
until
and,
now.
and we've been like trying to fine tune it every year and working on it quite a bit.
전 세계에 다 비슷한 상황이 돼요. 그래서 지금은
And of course, like
좀큰 변화가
we've been like we've been looking at the kind of data for all regions worldwide, and it's becoming somewhat stagnant. And they felt that a shakeup was needed.
Right. Okay.
And then,
전 세계 글로벌
so they want to like set up new rules, but before they go right into the rules, I think Laffy can explain kind of the problems that they've.
Yeah.
Well, actually, wait, sorry, one moment.
거점전 룰을 설명드리기 앞서서 저희가
Going straight into the
Rules or the
rules.
problems?
These are the problems, and like for number one, basically,
거점전을 준비하기 위한 시간이나 노력이 필요해서 초보 길드들은 어떻게 준비해야 될지도 몰라서
Yes.
진입 장벽이 그런 게 좀 있었고 그다음에 싸우고 싶은데 상대가
so like for number one, it's like there's so much time and preparation needed. That's kind of like a barrier of entry for newer guilds to break into the like node war scene, basically, and like, or just normal regular guilds in general. Just a lot of time to prepare and
Yeah.
get ready. And then another problem is like you arrive into node war, and then there's like no one to fight. That's also another problem that they want to see.
Yeah.
And then the third problem is you get into a fight, and there's no chance. It's like a one-sided fight. You either completely steamrolled or vice versa.
길드들이 또 점령할 수 있는 기회가 좀 적었어요. 그래서 이제 기존에 룰을 잘 알고
And then the last one is it's difficult to join as a solo guild sometimes. It's like sometimes if you don't get your Diplo right or you don't have
Right,
the right
yeah, yeah.
connections,
Okay.
then it's difficult for your guild to like, just participate. Like, just
Yeah.
actually participate at all.
Lots of politics.
Mm.
보시는 것처럼
So they want to try to address, like, have new rules to address these problems.
영지 그룹을 선택합니다.
And he's going to be putting them on screen.
Okay.
And I think
거점 시작 10분
Laffy can actually.
So 30 minutes before the node war begins, you'll need to select your participating territory in advance. The participating territory will be randomly assigned 10 minutes before the node war begins. When the node war begins, neutral forts will come into existence.
시간도 다 다르게 설정이 돼
The number of neutral forts fluctuates based on the number of participating guilds.
지어져 있는
Each neutral fort operates on a unique timer. You can view for control of the fort right up. You can fight for the control right up until the timer runs out.
점령하고 있는 길드가
The guild holding the fort when the node war concludes is declared the victor.
거고 그러면 그 길드는
Guilds that are victorious will be excluded from participating in different node
옆에
wars.
남은 시간이 남은
That's a.
길드들의 소유권을 들고
It's different. That's for sure. Like
Yeah.
I think
그런 룰인데 이게 말로
even as someone who's played the game a lot, it's kind of hard because I've
어렵지 않은 되게
been so used to a certain type of rule set. It's difficult for me
yeah.
to kind of
전에 이제 많은 분들이
even imagine this like just in words. And then Jaehee was also saying that it is difficult to kind of understand just looking at the rules themselves.
자료 잘 준비
So he hopes that
좀 안내를 드리겠습니다.
many adventurers will try it out.
물론 이제 새로운
And then of course like
않아서 또 이제
because of it's so complex, they'll be like preparing guides, commentary videos, and more to make sure
이번 변경
adventurers will be ready for that.
목표하는 좀 긍정적인 효과에 대해서 좀 말씀을 드리면은
And yeah, of course, he's mentioning that he understands that there's adventurers who don't like these coming changes and are unhappy about it. And but they do expect to have them
같은 형제 참여할
like
확률이
positives basically.
상대가 다 같이
Yeah.
I think
거점에 이제
there's 4 of them up on screen right now.
거점에서 전투를 하는
Like basically reduce the barrier of entry.
길드한테는 좀 더
Like give a chance for like solo guilds to able to like win a node.
성체와 부속 건물을
Reduce the like kind of like snipe guilds, I think, like stick guilds, basically where guilds just plant and leave. Reduce that kind of the chance of that happening, and
초보 길드
make more like territory-based combat happen, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
매번
Like basically
위치를 찾고
increase the activity of like
어디 있는지 뭐 이런 것도
territories. Yes.
거점을 시작하기 전에 굉장히 시작하기도 전에 스트레스를 많이 받아오셨는데 그런 부분들이 이제 없어지게 되고요.
Of course, some of these
그다음에 성체를
policies he's talking about right now, like
거점에 참여하지 않은 일명 이제 알박이라고
you only need to participate, don't need to build.
부분이 이제
Right.
아예
Up and
So
running.
it's more about just jumping straight into the fight,
점령할 수 있게 됩니다.
not having to wait for it.
성체별로 종료 시간에
even if you,
마지막으로 점령하고 있는 길드가
Lose at the first node, you can continue.
Yeah.
거점을 이제
fight.
한번 뺏기면 바로 거점이 끝나버리는 그런 게 아니라 그러니까 시작하자마자 막 5분 만에 우리는 졌어 끝났어 이게 아니라 거점을 뺏겨도 다시 그 거점을 이제 그 성체 종료 시간
Yeah, and they're mentioning how like just because you lose a node doesn't mean the node is automatically lost forever. You
Right.
still have a chance to
약한 길드나 소규모
get it until like the actual end time happens.
Yeah.
So it means if you prepare for a fight,
할수 있게 됩니다.
the
결국은 이제
on the day you actually get a fight.
Yeah.
되기 때문에 그리고 또 이제 시간 종료까지 이제 전투가 계속 이어지기 때문에
So the idea is like
허무하게 거점전 끝나는
because of these like varied timers across multiple nodes, you'll always have that chance of maybe even sniping, like not sniping, but like taking a node from a stronger guild.
Right. Yeah.
이제 단일 기드에 대한 부담도 굉장히 많이 줄어듭니다. 그 전에는 이제 저희가 조사해 보니까 다른 국가들도
Okay.
다
And as like strong guilds, as they like capture nodes, right? They'll exit the node war, leaving other guilds to fight for the nodes, meaning that even solo or smaller guilds have a chance to actually win something.
Like participate in fight.
So
Gotcha.
even if there's 3 guilds teaming up together, one of them will be removed, and then
Yeah.
you can fight at the other
거점
node.
종료 시간이
Yeah.
랜덤한 거점이 또 있을 겁니다. 그
Basically, it's just kind of a way to like bring fresh blood into the system, to the
Yeah.
node war kind of
Get
system.
more people trying Node War.
자연스럽게 강한 길드끼리
More accessible system.
그래서 이제 거점전 룰이 이렇게 변경이 되게 되면은 기존보다 랜덤한 상대랑 치열하게
And like the
지속적으로
very top tier nodes, of course, have more silver rewards, so it'll cause the stronger guilds kind of gather on those, and the weaker guilds to kind of gather in the lower tiers and so on. And it's like the idea, yeah.
Right.
기존에 즐기고 계셨던 거점전에 익숙해졌던 분들은 좀 아쉬워하실 수도 있는데 거점전은 아까 처음에도 보셨듯이 계속
He's
변화해
mentioning against, like, of course,
큰 롤도
he understands that there are both adventurers who have been looking forward to changes and
Yeah.
adventurers who are not looking forward to changes.
이 거점전이 또
But he wants to kind of emphasize that it's always been a system that's always been changing and evolving.
여러분들이 좀 부족하다는 부분, 필요하다는 부분들에
And he's saying, yeah, this isn't a perfect system,
Right.
and it's basically a start of a new one,
혜택도 좀 강화를 하려고 하는데 기본적으로는
and they'll continue to make improvements as the system
거점에
evolves.
따라서 특징 있는 혜택들을 좀 준비해 보려고 해요.
Okay.
And then
생산 거점은
beyond these just new rules, it's the
the
benefits.
rewards.
What do you get?
그래서
라피?
전반적으로 거점 점령의 혜택이 좀 증가하고
We'll be strengthening the basic tax benefits, but we also be introducing unique benefits for different locations.
어떤 거점을 점령
Production nodes will see an increase in production,
보상을
monster zone nodes will see an increase in drop rates, and so on. You'll also receive special buffs based on the nodes you occupy.
Oh,
Okay. Sounds pretty good.
Overall, more rewards. So you'll be trying to win specific nodes.
and now I think it's time for Conquest War.
목소리를 갈라지기
Okay.
시작하셔가지고
Let's-
네.
Well, for Conquest
워낙
Wars.
준비해온 내용이 많으셔서 네, 잠깐 네, 목을 좀 죽이신 다음에 진행을 하시는 게 좋지 않을까 싶습니다.
Jaehee, I think he's been like speaking this entire time. Like we have 3 of us and we're trying to keep up with one man. It's like he's a little sip of water now.
Yeah.
노잼이라고 하시기도 하고 다른 국가들도 상황이 비슷해요. 전 세계적으로 좀 비슷해요.
He's mentioning I wanted to wrap up Conquest War before taking this.
그래서 사실상 수성이 정상
Okay.
And he's mentioning how like for Conquest War they've
여러 가지
they've like
고민해봤는데
worldwide, like all across all regions, they're mentioning how like it's always been harder for defenders basically to hold their castle.
Right.
Yeah.
좀 추가할 계획.
So they're looking to kind of
세금을 좀 더 올리고
looking for like balance the scale for the defenders basically.
그런 혜택들을 좀
And then
고민해봤고요.
so they're going to add new benefits for the castle holders basically.
Okay.
도움을 요청할 수
So,
있어요.
So like benefits that will allow you to influence the territory,
such as raising.
such as like raising taxes.
Yep.
이제 수성에 참여한 거점
Oh, and also you'll be able to ask for help from node war guilds in your territory as a castle holder.
Oh,
And
that's
guilds
interesting.
that respond will be like your defenders basically.
Okay.
공성 기회가 조금 많지만
You can see up on the screen right now that's mentioning that hey, node war guilds can participate if they're called up
길드 중에
to help by the castle occupier, the castle holder.
성은
That's interesting.
So like for example, if you're the castle holder in Media,
공격 온 길드를 박살내고
Like,
이러면서
you can ask for help from any of the node, like you can request help from the node war holder, the node holders of your
Okay.
territory. And if like even if 1 or 2 guild comes and help, that's a huge difference in the
So
fight.
it's like assigning like a mission to like giving missions to other guilds to come help.
기어도 바로 영주가 되고 나머지는 기어도 순서에 따라서 보상을 받게 되고 수성 측은
Yeah, and the siege side only needs to destroy the command post to
수성에 성공하면은
take the castle, right? To win, basically.
Right.
And like the first guild to destroy the command post becomes the lord, while the rest of the guilds will receive participation in order of contribution. Of course, that's like the.
Okay. So basically, it's the first one to actually.
And the defending side's goal is to just defend in a set amount of time.
Right.
And if defense wins, they get basically rewards for winning. Basically.
Okay.
Including the node war guilds that help.
하는 그런 일들이 많이 있는데
Okay, so basically the other guilds won't be fighting afterwards to...
Oh, and they're mentioning how the HP of the gate will auto-adjust based on the number of siege guilds.
Right.
Like basically, how many guilds are sieging you, like participating, and the HP will automatically adjust to match that kind of,
Okay.
give you a bit of a edge.
명성을 되찾기 위해서 다양한 것들을 좀 준비를 하고
And like, of course, Conquest War is one of like
기본적인
most kind of
보상으로도
representative guilds, I think, or not guilds, but representative content in Black Desert. So they're trying to like they're preparing a lot of things to kind of regain its former reputation as like the
Yeah.
thing. And then so in addition to like the basic rewards, they want something to like they want a reward that makes them like the castle like this is I'm like super proud of owning it.
Yeah.
And then here it is, a dragon.
So with that in
Oh.
mind, yes.
A dragon. That's the reward for the castle holders.
So the first and only guild mount in Black Desert.
워리어가 타고 있죠.
Basically.
Like the elephant,
Yeah.
코끼리처럼 길드
the dragon can only
The
be
guild can
controlled
ride a
by the
dragon.
castle of the
Castle.
castle guild.
Yeah. The lord, basically. Wow. Yeah. Like the elephant, the dragon can only be controlled by the castle guild.
용도 저희도 처음 시도해봤는데 굉장히 멋지게
It's like the big.
전 참여
This is why I need to own this castle.
Yeah. It's like we have a dragon.
But Jaehee hopes that you'll understand that this is something that we're trying for the first time, and we've
Yeah.
just decided to start developing it. So it's gonna be a while before it's completely ready. Yes.
외형도 멋있지만 능력에 있어서도 좀
But he feels that there needs to be something of this level to really give that oomph that
Right.
only something guild like the lords of the castle can enjoy. But it's not just cool looking, but it also has some amazing abilities apparently.
보상을 더
Okay, I'd hope so. I'd hope the dragon doesn't just look
I mean,
like, oh, they have a
that's-
dragon,
That's just a flex.
but
right?
don't worry, it doesn't do anything. We don't need to worry about the dragon.
준비하다 보니까 길드 관련 내용들이 굉장히
Someone put Black Desert of Thrones.
길드는 이제 검은 사막을 대표하는 이제 커뮤니티로서 이제 굉장히 많은
And
분들이
he's just saying, oh, there's
활동을
a
열심히
lot of stuff about guilds.
저희가 전 세계
Yeah.
지표 기반으로 이제 길드에 가입한 모험가 분들을 뽑아 보니까 한 85%
And
Okay.
he's kind of talking about how many adventures
그만큼 이제 길드는
like have like are parts of guild, like guilds have become community fixtures,
Right.
and it's something that's just something that's incredibly important to connect you to just like a big open world. And they're talking about
Yeah.
85% of all adventurers signed up for a guild.
되게 덩그러니 놓여 있는
So yeah, so that means most of people have joined a guild.
길드에 가입하시면은
And I think that the benefits of the guilds
오랫동안
are
하신 든든한 길드원
maybe too numerous to begin to list. But for those starting out, we think it's comforting to have a group of people who have been there and done it before you, rather than being alone in a big unknown world. We think it's one of the best feelings a game can give you is that sense of connection and friendship and camaraderie, that you feel like you're connecting in spirit.
너무 좋은 사람들 만나서 너무 고맙다.
Even if you don't actually live in the same place, of course.
보람을 느끼곤 합니다. 저랑 이제 중요한 역할을 하고 있는
It's also really rewarding
것처럼
to see people at offline events
전체적으로 좀 보강을 해가지고
who are not so grateful to met,
그런 방향
Who
Good.
are so grateful.
who are so grateful, who are so grateful to have met good people in good guilds. Yeah, the other way around.
관련돼서는
I think it's a sign to avoid Endlive's guild.
Yeah, yeah. It's just me. Guilds play such an important role. And as Jaehee said,
의존도가 계속 높아.
we're going to be making some
Oh,
changes.
and we're moving on to quests actually.
Okay.
개발이 되고 있어요.
Content across the world of Black Desert is deeply interlinked.
그래서 이제
And
하고 싶어도 이
like
의뢰를
he's
찾기도
mentioning how like quests in the world of Black Desert, sometimes it's hard to tell
이 의뢰가
like what you need to do,
Yeah.
what you need to find.
의뢰
Right.
검색 기능을 만들겠습니다.
I'm not sure
이렇게 되면 이제
what I like. Sometimes it's even hard to tell like what I want to do, right? It's
보상
like,
아이템을 가지고 검색을 해서 원하시는 의뢰를
and they'll be adding a quest search feature to kind of address that.
Okay, yeah. that'll be quite
뭐
nice.
이름이 잘 생각이 안 나거나 막 이럴 때도
And you can search the quest by its name, the NPCs, the wards, the items.
Oh, okay.
깃털이 아니라
And
뭔가
this should make it easier for you to find the quest you're looking for
Right.
by either the quest name, the starting
그리고
NPC.
이왕 이렇게
And if you can't remember the name of the quest, you can search for the item and the reward straight away.
최대한 빨리 넣고
So if you search for a specific item, you get the
의뢰
quest
UI도
with them as a
전반적으로
reward.
좀 개선을 할 거예요. 그래서
First of all, we want to make searching easier,
또나
and eventually we'll also renew the entire quest UI,
선택을 하다 보면
so that you can easily find quests
의뢰
by
UI
purpose,
직관적으로
objective.
좀 리뉴얼을 해보려고 하고
Even more cooking here.
있어요. 다음 말씀드릴 건 이제 특수한 아이템인데 이거는 화면 한번 보여주겠어요?
Basically, it's just like a complete overhaul to just make it a lot more visually intuitive.
동학생 의뢰랑 이제 동장비 의뢰에
and
필요한
then
이제
Seems something
아이템들인데요.
big.
이제 이런
Oh, is
종류의
that the
아이템들은
pen
조금 더
weapon
높고
or the
신규
guaranteed
몽환님들을
Jetnia?
받는 건데
Questline,
막상 이제 의뢰가
So
많이
the boss
들어가다
auras.
보니까 신규 몽환님들은 이게 내가 어디까지 했는지도 모르겠고 그다음 아이템 종류는 많은데 이거를
That's a lot.
어떻게 더 뭐-
Yeah.
이름은
I remember trying to do the quest the first time around,
Yeah.
and it was something that
전체적으로
I had to look up a guide.
Yeah, they're going to talk about the quests regarding pen accessories and gear,
화면 보여주시고
as well as the progression via both the quests, and use the numerous items only create confusion. So there'll be an exclusive UI
사실은
to check
의뢰가 아니라
the pen accessory as well, as well as the crafting process.
and there's a look at the exclusive
There you are.
pen accessory
Oh.
UI. Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
It tells you what you have, what you still need to do.
Yeah,
전체
that's pretty cool.
좀 한눈에 보실 수 있게 해서
Like not only does it show you like what items you need, but like if you have it, how many you need,
이런 것들을
Yeah,
and you can basically you can check your progress in like real time, basically.
yeah, and it's not just to these system to only this system as well, but to other systems such as character building.
제작 시스템들 있잖아요.
You're getting a little ahead again.
그런 시스템을
It's fine, though.
해볼 수 있을 것 같습니다.
And
I
like
just saw that the previous line's been on there for a while.
but basically, Jay
I feel
same
like-
thing as if adventurers really
Ah.
enjoy systems like this, you want to apply
Yes.
it to. Yeah. And since we're on topic of pen accessories,
Okay.
let's see.
처음 저희가
A second time.
Okay.
2021년
You can do the quest line a second time.
So it's not one.
It's happening.
Oh,
It's time. It's
Two, you
time.
get two. It's time.
Time for my second pen ring.
꾸준히 했을 때
Since it's been added, like it was added in 2021, and it's been quite some time, and
다음에
like they like we understand like there's both difficulty like with the daily quest and all around it, but like for people adventurers who are really dedicated and stick with it, there's
Right.
You can expect an amazing reward, and now double.
구간에서
Time for two.
가져가실 수 있게 그렇게 좀 준비를 해봤고
Yeah.
마지막으로 이건 좀 고민을 많이 했던 부분이에요.
And I think this will be pretty nice. I think a lot of people have been really appreciative of like having this way of obtaining their first pen accessory.
가장 많은 목표로 하시는 게
When there's something, this is something they've actually given a lot of thought.
Okay.
맞춰야 될 검은
And you mentioned how like the most common goal for adventurers who like graduate from the season,
많이 되셨을 것 같은데 하나 정도는
Tet Black Star after season graduation.
True. Many people do often
유 검별 무기
tend to go for this straight away, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so Jaehee thinks, I think it's time for her to give it to everyone upon graduation.
Okay.
so
So-
it's Tet.
Tet,
Tet,
Yes.
not Pen.
Not
Oh,
pen.
did I
chat.
misspeak,
No.
Ben? Oh, Tet.
Chat is open.
Me too, chat. Me too. I agree. And of course, this.
추가해서 그 이후의 목표까지 되는 거고요.
Oh, Hojun's asking like, oh, what's the difference between this and
졸업하신 다음에
Tet Black Star?
사실 이제 이게 굉장히
well,
아이템이고
Jaehee's explaining, hey, not only is the guaranteed accessory quest getting improved, and then another chance to do it.
Yeah.
Now, for those who graduate from the season, you'll be able to get a Tet Black Star weapon.
Yeah.
And
You cannot sell it.
yes, you
Yeah,
cannot
but
sell
it'd
it.
be untradeable, chat.
But it can be enhanced to pen Black Star.
Yes. Okay. You can enhance it. Can't sell it.
So basically, it's a starting off point for progressing your character.
Right.
저희 시즌 플레이 하신 분들한테
I think it's pretty nice. I think like most people who haven't got a Tech Black Star before are probably going to go for the main hand
And they're
weapon.
like basically, Jay is hoping that like you'll take this pen Black Star and use it to really
Tech
carve
Black
out
Star.
your journey. Yes.
Yeah.
Tet Black Star, sorry.
Yeah, Tech
Tet
Black Star.
yes.
It is
I'm
Tech chat.
I'm just hoping.
It's just so
I
much
just keep
hoping.
hoping. Yeah.
예를 들어서 뭐 이제 아연주개나 뭐 순수한 무리 결정 같은 이런 아이템 만들다 보면은 무슨 자격증을 가져오라 그래서
Oh, we're talking about life skill certificates.
진입 장벽이 생기고
Alright.
뭔가 하고 싶은데 못 하고
Beginner and skilled certificate requirements for processing knowledge
아마 이제 뭔가 여러분들이
will be removed.
어떤 아이템 이제 구하실 때
You know how sometimes you have to complete a specific quest or get knowledge to
Right.
do specific
그리고 또
processing.
이거랑
So when processing, you will no longer need certain knowledge or quest. An existing quest will be changed to special quest with a rare reward.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Although we're getting a little ahead
필요한
actually.
레벨에서
It's fine.
피부건가분들이 멍하니 서 계시는 경우들이 굉장히 많이 계시는데
And then
그래서 이제 처음 검은
And we've
사막을
noticed
시작하는
that there's some areas of Black Desert that can be a little frustrating or time consuming for new adventurers. And when they're trying to complete quests or play through the game.
그리고 이제
One of those
확장하는
areas
것도 하는 건데
is energy. And we're increasing the starting amount of energy for new adventurers from 30 to 50.
이렇게 좀 개선을 하겠습니다.
This should eliminate many instances where you don't have enough energy to complete a quest, including those that naturally increase during gameplay.
에페리아 경공
We hope you enjoy your time in Black Desert.
그런 이야기를 한번 드려볼까 하는데요. 과거에는 이제 어떤 아이템이든
Oh, and since we're on the topic of quests, he wants to talk about something more.
Okay.
제작이 완료되고 막 그랬었어요.
Some there's like questlines, such as
So also related to quests are the Ephiria's sailboat and the frigate. Daily quests made their crafting times limited. These types of limited daily quests will slowly be removed. After the sailboat, we will then move on to instrument quests, and trading carracks with licenses will be made possible.
에페리아 경범선 같은 거 만드시다 보면 매일 이제 일캐를 해야 되잖아요.
so.
근데 이제
That's pretty big.
좀 저희가
So basically, like Jay's talking about why like some quests
This
are
is
limited.
happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, why they're like limited in the first place.
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
He wanted like adventurers kind of have that sense of satisfaction from building
Yeah.
up to it.
Achievement.
차이는 아니었지만 지금은 이미
And now their kind of stance and changes on thoughts on this has changed.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
가지고도 굉장히 많은
And this way, adventurers who want to continue to enjoy the ocean content can make crafting or selling ships for another goal.
그래서 이제 이런 좀 이리르레로 콘텐츠
Unless he's still talking about the previous point.
하나씩 좀
Yes.
I'm sorry, Jay. I'm going ahead.
대표적으로
Stealing his thunder.
I'm stealing his thunder.
제작을 해 이리르레
Pause, champ. Chat, we're pausing.
이리르레를 좀 제거해서 다른 콘텐츠들도 좀 의뢰 의존도가 많은 콘텐츠들을
Back to carracks.
Okay,
We've,
so trading carracks with licenses will be made possible, chat.
방향을 잡아보고 있고
First time you just heard it right there.
이제 추가로
This way.
Yeah, so we're now back to
분들을
shy instrument quest removed.
Ah,
and
right, yes.
Yes, and now we're going to get to the trading
Yeah,
in the central
yeah.
market.
Right.
Yes.
For the first time, as we said it right now,
중범선도 등록적으로
we're going to remove.
Surprise.
Surprise! Whoa! Trading carracks with licenses will be made possible. That's insane. There's no
Wow.
way.
굉장히 큰
Wow.
것도 알고 있기 때문에
Wow, that's crazy.
제작자의 이제 대정보에 새겨지는 그런 좀 있을 것 같아요. 유명한
Okay.
제작자도 뭐 생길 수 있을 것 같고
So with this, the way adventurers who want to continue to enjoy the ocean content
하시면 되고
can make
판매를 하시면 되고
crafting or selling ships for another goal, and adventurers who want to enjoy the ocean by buying rather than crafting will be able to do so through the exchange.
이런 부분
Central market.
Central market.
Yes, central market.
중범선이랑
That's of
비슷한
course.
게 하나 더 있는데 페리도트도 사실은
And of course,
지금
we recognize that crafting isn't without its challenges.
재조정하겠습니다.
So, we're also considering adding the builder's name to the ship info. Oh, it's like when you get that, that's nice.
리마스터입니다.
We'd
저희가 작년에 이제
Also,
세렌디아
like to increase the price of Forest Pathwagon.
리마스터하면서 앞으로 꾸준히 노래랑 연출을 강화하겠다.
Oh,
Okay.
I just heard Serendia storyline remastered.
세렌디아 리마스터 노래를
And
전해드릴 수
he's
있어요.
talking about how
분들이 이제
when we
예상하셨지만
first remastered the Balance Questline last year, we promised that we continue to remaster the existing storylines in order.
주인공은
And
세렌디아의
it's finally time to announce. It's happening.
지정장 조를
Serendia main questlines are being remastered.
기존 메인 의뢰에서 많은 무언가님들이 NPC들이 뭐 너무 자기
And of course, you can see like the main kind of characters of Serendia questline, like Jarrett and Jordine. Yes.
Jordi.
이런 점들을 좀 이번 메인 의뢰 개편에서 확실하게 좀 보완을
Oh,
하려고
chat.
하고 세렌디아의
You never change.
And like
Should
they're
have
also
seen it
mentioning
the
that they,
first
like before the other remasters, they're hoping to they'll be adding new cutscenes
Right.
depicting the history of Serendia, making sure they're more approachable, not just like reading, but you also be able to have full voiceover, so
Yeah.
it's much more of a real experience.
Yeah.
And like, of course, he's mentioning how like
굉장히
the idea is to immerse you more into the storyline.
Yeah.
성우진 분들의
That's super cool.
Various cutscenes.
준비를 하고 있습니다.
I think we've seen it before in the other questlines, like the Ulukita, like those illustrations and
Yeah.
the
Land of the Morning Light illustrations were really cool as
the
well.
full dubbed voiceover, so English voiceovers
Yeah.
will be available. Yes.
세렌디아만
I
리마스터
really like the new boss fights in Balance.
성공하실 수
Yeah.
있을 것 같아서 칼피온 북부까지
Oh, Jordan
메인
Ducas.
한 번에 리마스터를 했습니다.
Look who it
그래서
is.
이제 쉽게 이야기하면은 사실 세렌디아 스토리라기보다는
And like the Serendia remastered, like we've met Jordan pretty much everywhere. I think.
Yeah.
And the idea is to kind of get you more invested in.
머리에서 출발해가지고
Yeah.
델페성을 지나서
And North Calpheon story remastered as well, as we
Okay.
mentioned.
Calpheon.
마찬가지로 이제 다량의 컷신과 일러스트 그리고 풀더빙이 당연히 준비돼 있고요. 칼페온 북부의 메인 NPC는 아마 이제
Oh,
많은
that's cool.
분들이 이름을
Yeah, these illustrations are so cool.
Oh. So
I
we'll be
like
able to
them
follow
a lot.
Jordan's story all the way up to Northern Calpheon, basically.
Okay.
Basically making more and more invested in the character.
Nice.
무엇을 외치는지 잘 들어주시기 바랍니다. 또 하나 더
Oh,
있는데요.
Vox as
또
well.
이제 기존 스토리 좋아하시는 분들은 좀 이제 잘 알겠지만 세렌디아가 이제 분기가
We can finally find out what kind of advice or what kind of cry he's giving out. Vox.
Fox Cry.
Okay.
메인 스토리 이제 벨몰은 말고는 사실은 스토리들이 다 너무 제각각이라서
We're talking about how like the
스토리의 개연성
various cross souls of Serendia will be unified.
느껴질 수 있는데
Ah, right, yeah, because I think a lot of the time, the fact that you have to like make a choice, I think it'd just be nice. It's quite nice that you're able to just
중에서 이제
go down this one storyline.
분들이 가장 좋아하셨던
And like Jay's talking about how like the stories that our adventurers really cherished will be included and preserved, such
Okay.
as Isabella.
뭐 그동안 재미있어
Is like basically Isabella's story about how she. I forgot the.
일러스트를
Oh, wait, sorry.
많이 좀 더 이해하기 쉽게 개발을 하겠습니다. 그리고
Basically like unifying Isabella's story with the main quest line.
Yeah.
부패 군주 크자카
I think it was like one of the most common one that they've seen as well. Like
Another
in,
thing?
in a lot.
이제 사람 나이로 치면은
Our first world boss, Kzarka.
Ah,
We get to experience the story of Kzarka, the first world boss.
크자카에 대한
okay.
뭐 여기저기에서 소개해드리긴 했지만
We're gonna get more info on Kzarka.
He's saying if we say it's a person, Kzarka is already in school.
짧은 얘기지만
Wait, what? Oh, like how old they are? Okay,
It's been in the
okay,
game
I
for so
see.
long.
이제 뭐 정리를
Kzarka's
해보자면은
old,
세렌디아 리마스터는 조르단의
growing.
로 세렌디아에서 칼피온 북부까지 이야기고 여기에 이제
And we plan with the Serendia remaster, we'll be able to go into Kzarka's story as well.
Oh, okay.
크자카의 이야기가 짧게 추가될 계획입니다.
Yeah, because I think for a lot of people, like
검은 사막의 뭐 아토락시온
where
So like
Kzarka's come from is still quite shrouded in mystery.
So there will be both like old parts of the story remastered and then new
Yeah.
parts of the story like added
Okay,
for
cool.
the Serendia main quest line.
I think like one of the coolest cutscenes is like Elixirs and Kzarka. I think a lot of people even that don't do quests that much know that cutscene.
세렌디아 리마스터를 하는데 거의 1년 조금 넘은 것 같아요. 그만큼 저희가 이거에 강력한 의지를 가지고
Mhm.
저희도 뭔가 여러분들이 원하는 거에
Mentioning,
사실 뭐 효율적이진 않지만 그거는 저희가 해야 될
He's
일이고
mentioning how
Okay.
it's already been a year since
숙제가
they've
사실은 이제 저희가
kind of
도전하고
been cooking the Serendia remastered and like
Oh,
how
nice.
keep-
오늘 이 자리에서
bring everything together, like not just forgetting the old stuff, but
Yeah.
adding new stuff. It's all important.
Okay.
Everything's very important. Like every piece.
더 검은 사막 세계에 잘 몰입하실 수 있도록 스토리도 잘 점차 발전해 나가겠습니다.
He wants to. It's something that's very meaningful to all around to Black Desert, basically.
Right.
현재 이제 뭔가 여러분들이 모험하는
And they hope to make the storyline and develop it more and make it as immersive as possible for everyone.
Okay. Nice.
스토리인데
Oh, something? Spoiler?
여기 마개가 될 겁니다.
Elixirs story.
스토리를 좋아하시는
First chapter.
분들은 기대해 주셔도 좋을 것 같고 일단 스토리와 컨텐츠 관련 얘기는
Oh, and the final stage of our story is set to set in the demonic realm.
Oh,
Yes.
I think this is what people are calling a demonic realm. That, like, I think it was announced
칼페온이 이제 한 해를 마감하면서
ages and ages and ages ago. It was hinted. I think people have
Yeah.
been talking about it quite a bit.
Jaehee says, he's been talking a lot about changes, and a lot of things have changes.
못다 했던 이야기들을 쭉 나열을 하다 보니까 어떤 면에 있어서는 꼭 이런 얘기까지 계속 다 해야 되나라고
I'm
하는
just thinking about like
것도
not just talking about like what's happened before, what's going to happen in the future, and what's changing, and
Yeah.
kind of our direction
이런
Right.
for Black Desert.
아크만 양해를 부탁드리겠고 지금 이제 이 이야기로 한숨은 이제 큰 한숨을
And
일단은
like
마감을 하고 있는 거죠.
Jaehee really wanted to take this opportunity to really go into depth and really talk about everything like that we're planning, why we're planning it, and like the reasoning behind it as well,
Yeah.
one by one.
Okay.
잠시 조금
네.
물 한 모금만 마시고
네.
얘기해요.
And like our 2024 patch notes, the changes,
Yeah.
that wraps us up.
Okay.
쉬는 시간을 가질까요? 아니면 이어가실까요?
I think Jaehee needs a little break.
계속 이어서
Okay, yeah.
It's time. Hajun is announcing it's time for the bathroom breaks,
어떻게
everyone.
진행하는 게
Yeah.
쉬고 싶으신
Oh,
분들이 좀
he's
많은 것
asking, should we
같습니다.
continue or should we rest a bit?
잠시만 쉬는 시간
Oh,
Jay's like, please, I need water.
he's been up there for quite a while.
Please say yes.
It's been almost on for 2 hours straight.
Yes, I think a small 10-minute break. Yes,
Okay.
and I think this is your chance, chat,
Jack, go get a drink. Go
Get
get
some
some snacks, coffee.
and I think we'll also join this small break as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's going to be more chats, so don't
Yeah,
go anywhere.
don't go anywhere. We still have the new part of the patch notes left.
Yes.
We're just going over the changes.
So yeah, what was just showed there was like changes to current content, right? We haven't gone over the new stuff. And yes, you can tick that off the bingo board, but wait, there's more.
We're getting to Endlave's eyebrows later.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
yes.
eyebrows.
We need some support in chat, of course, to make it happen.
No, no.
What do you mean now?
Okay, so we're going to be away for just a little bit, chat. So we hope you enjoy just a little bit of
Tunes.
the music. Jay just got out his guitar. I'm joking. Yes, we'll be right back, chat. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you very soon. Thank you very much for listening so far. Okay, see you soon.
See you
Bye.
soon.
발표를 들어보도록 하겠습니다.
네. 지금까지는 제가 이제 2024년의 변화에 대해서 말씀드렸고 이제 새로운 것에
With
대해서
our stream, we're
말씀을
just a little
드리겠습니다.
behind there.
Our
Okay.
stream is,
어,
now
여러분 이제
Jay's
아침의
mentioning that we've
나라에서
gone over all the changes
Yeah.
in our
불세랑
2024 patch notes.
다시 만나자고 했던
Okay.
그 약속이
And it's
이제
time for the
기억하고
new stuff.
Right. New stuff, chat. New stuff.
이제 반가운 소식일 것 같은데
Land of the Morning Light.
2024년에
Okay.
여러분들을 찾아뵙기 위해서
And he's
열심히
asking,
준비하고 있는
he hopes that everyone has,
새롭게 선물
remembers
영상.
their promise to reunite with Dulce at the Land of the Morning Light. Yeah.
I'll have some fond memories of Nampo Village.
네, 지금 보고 계신 데모는 아침의 나라 서울의
Our next region is Land of the Morning Light, Seoul.
Okay. Wow. Okay, look at
Next year.
that.
그리고 그 여러분들 아시는 그
So this region is inspired by the main royal palace of the Joseon dynasty.
아침의 나라 서울이 진행이 되고 있습니다. 규모감도 상당히 있는데 오늘은 좀 부분이 많아요.
Both houses and even mountains will be crafted with historical accuracy. We hope to provide adventurers.
We're getting a little ahead, don't worry.
We're getting a little ahead.
It's fine. Oh, I think our feed is having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sorry if you see that on your end.
그래서 안쪽을 좀 보여드리고 싶은데 그건 다음에 또 이제
Okay.
보여드리면
Historical
And
accuracy.
he's mentioning how they want to preserve the historical accuracy of not just like the Korean mountains and
Yeah.
이거는 이제 지금
sorry, I think we're skipping a little
이
video quality wise.
Yeah.
네 맞습니다.
Here's
think
one.
it's just on our end.
Yes.
이제 항공모험가님들한테는 좀 익숙하고
Okay.
항공모험가님들한테는
The beauty that we want to
그런 좀 멋있는 비주얼을 보여드리기 위해서
Yeah, we hope to provide an unforgettable experience with the visuals here, like as you can see.
새롭고
and something new as well. at the same
Yeah.
time.
동해도 편과는 완전 다른
We're doing our best to make
새로운 우도
something amazing.
Yeah, and we're gearing up for an
오늘
exciting
그중
story
하나를 먼저
set
살펴드릴
in
건데요.
Seoul. Not to mention new and engaging NPCs.
And new bosses.
Yeah,
보시는
어.
캐릭터는
Not just-
자매 캐릭터예요.
a couple,
누군지 감이 오실까요?
Oh,
but it looks like
oh.
we'll probably have around 8, I believe, Nox.
맞습니다. 네.
I'm not sure yet. Let me see. All I see
Okay.
is two bosses up there right now.
Oh, right.
Yes.
자매가 등장한 이야기들이
Yeah, at least two.
많은데
There's at least 2.
캐릭터들은
Based off Korean folklore.
장화홍련의 배장화와 배홍련입니다. 김지훈 감독의 영화로도
No, they look pretty cool actually.
장화고요. 저희 아트실에서 이 장화홍련을 좀 저희
장화홍련?
스타일로 좀 매력적으로 재해석해 주신 것 같습니다. 이 매력적인 보스들과
It's a classic tale of the Korean like folklore, like tale of two
아침의 나라
sisters.
서울은
Okay.
검은 사당
And our art department has put our like their own spin on this very classic tale with
Right.
this depiction.
Mm.
These rose veins.
당연히 이제
If normal Land of the Morning Light is like the black shrine for it is like personal,
Right.
then Landmark Soul will be for guilds, the black shrine.
Okay. Co-op. Guild content.
So you'll be joining your guild members to fight these bosses.
Okay.
또 이제 우두머리를 공략할 때 원래 클래스가 들고 있던 무기 대신에 좀 특이한 것도 한번 그 개발을 하고 있는데
There are no like requirements,
활용한
but you can help out your guild members. And since you're fighting essentially with your like
보상도 이제 좀 궁금해하실 것 같은데 보상도 당연히 굉장히 새롭고 매력적인 거 준비하고 있고
oh, and we're like preparing like gimmicks such as using like a Korean crossbow instead of just like your like mechanics, special mechanics like using a Korean crossbow instead of your normal class weapon, like altering it up. So instead of
그래서 이제 확장하는
mix
방식으로
kind of like
가지고
giving these kind of
그리고
flavors
당연히
for
이제 길드
fighting these
레이블로만 얻을 수
and
있는
facing these
건 아니고
bosses.
이게 나오게
I
되면
see.
다양한 루트로 이제 얻으실 수 있는 방법이 주어지게
I
됩니다.
think we're having slight audio
이제
difficulties.
여기까지만 소개를 드리고
Apologize.
마지막으로 이제 아침에
Right,
나라가
okay.
나오면
So yeah.
아침에 나라
Yes.
나왔을 때 많은 분들이 좀
So
then-
also mentioned as well that
캐릭터가 있어요.
there is going to be
이제
a step above
홍길동 같은
the pen
클래스 내다
Black Star weapons,
하셨는데
and they're going to be like a fallen god tier. So
이제 클래스
it's going to be pretty interesting, as well as these different items and parts are going to be obtained
운사의 후예
from these, like previously mentioned, guild raids and other means as well.
And a new class as well.
Oh, yes. So there will
Yes.
also be a new class, and I think we have here
멋스러운
a cool design,
He's a door wielder
right?
who uses a sword and a pipe.
Okay.
And his
It's a male sword pipe class.
Ah, it's actually like a smoking pipe. I thought it's like a flute.
I would hope to have an engaging story and some very action-packed moves that really belay the Korean inspiration of this class.
준비를 해봤는데
So yes, that will be
전문가님들이 항상
with Seoul. So
With
Yeah.
yes.
Land of the One and
Light
Light
Soul.
Soul.
Yeah.
스펙이 정해져 있기
Oh,
때문에
I think
최적화가 너무 어려워서 지금 엄들도 많아요.
a message for console adventures worldwide.
되게
Right.
조심스러운 마음이고 항상 이제 콘솔 모험가분들이 기다리고 계셨던 게
Okay, so many adventurers who play on console are also watching right now. And we're aiming to showcase next gen by next summer.
차세대 버전을
Will be-
하는 게 목표입니다. 그렇게 되면은 더 많은
We're holding on, hold.
최적화를 할수 있을 것 같고요.
It's just,
그리고 또 이제 콘솔
yeah.
모험가
Now,
There we go.
There
So
we go.
there you go. You heard it first
Perfect
from
timing.
Jay.
바로 이제 월드 우드머리
And that's our goal right now to
Yes.
get this ready for
That
Black Desert
is the
console
current plan.
adventures. Yes, and it's something that a lot of adventurers have been asking for.
수가 없는
Yeah.
상황이에요.
Oh, and the
Okay.
world boss Vel for console,
Ah, yes.
and it's not something that's possible
Right.
right now, but
목표가 될 수 있는
until the optimization is
시간이 필요할 것
improved.
같아서 그래서 이제 콘솔 모험가
But instead of just
배려
making
심장을
our adventures wait,
기본으로 그냥 다 드리겠습니다. 너무 이제 오셔서 좀 죄송한
I
마음.
think we've lost some
배려
audio. Sorry.
심장과 함께 이제 또
And for our
컨텐츠도
console adventures,
저희가 이제
we'll be
이번
we'll be
겨울에
giving everyone a Vel's heart to all our console adventures.
Ah, okay.
Yes,
그래서 콘솔 모험가
That must be nice.
올 겨울에 좀 새로운 목표,
we're getting some, I think,
도전적인 요소가 돼서 재밌는 모험 이어가셨으면 좋겠습니다.
drops. Sorry.
그리고 이제 다음으로는 이제 북미
And also, the Elvia monsters in Calpheon will be added to console as well this winter.
작년 12월에
Okay.
Oh.
LA에서 진행을
So console can look
했었는데
forward to the Elvia in Calpheon.
And next, North America, to our North American adventures.
At last year's ball in LA,
서부의 핑 차이가
various
너무
updates were
심하고
shared.
플레이하기 어려움이 있으시다고 해가지고 요거를 이제
One of them involved relocating the North American server to the
내일
central region.
연구소에 중부 서버를
Due to the ping difference between the two.
Yeah.
Yes.
북미 모험가 여러분들께서는
And
북한을 연구소에서
tests for the NA central server were set up, conducted shortly after. But during the tests, we concluded that there was no significant
북미
difference.
서버에
But we continued to search for solutions, considering various perspectives.
여기까지 제가
And whilst hosting the World Nordwar event, we seem to have found some improvements. So first, we plan to take another look at the NA central server using the global lab. The North American central server will be open for global lab. More detailed information will be available with tomorrow's notice, and more comprehensive test is planned for January.
Okay.
And Jaehee's just saying that that was it for the 2024 patch notes.
제가 이제 겨울 의상을 좀
Oh,
보여드릴
I think we're
건데요.
losing some audio. Apologize.
같이 좀 허준님께서 진행을 좀 해주셨으면 좋겠는데요.
Oh, since we've gotten through the updates, it's time for
올라가야죠.
the gifts,
Okay.
rewards,
So that's the 2024 patch notes.
and like we'd like to introduce a new winter outfit and ball gifts with Hojun.
많은 이야기들을 준비를 해 주셨습니다. 의상에 대해서 뭐 지난번 그 심야 때 뭐 얘기를 하셨는데 겨울 의상에 대해서 일단은 뭐 빨리 봐야죠.
심야 토크에서 이제 보여드렸던 의상은 이제
Hojun is thanking Jaehee for going over so much and
네네.
오늘 이제 그 전에 준비하던 겨울 의상이 있어요.
everything with discussed.
그거 준비했는데 영상으로 준비했거든요.
Winter outfit time.
좋습니다. 일단 옆에서 한번 보겠습니다.
We're very far behind from the stream.
And we mentioned like in the last late night talk session that that is for the end of January.
Yeah. I think now let's take a look at the winter outfit we've been preparing.
칸타빌레. 아, 겨울 느낌 물씬 나네요.
Okay,
네.
welcome back.
12월의
So,
느낌, 겨울의 느낌이 물씬 풍기는데.
this outfit-
네. 근데 사실 크리스마스가 지금 곧 눈앞이잖아요.
Santa Belle.
빨리 선물을
아.
줄 것 같은데.
다음 주 20일에 바로 출시할 수 있습니다.
아, 바로 다음 주에 나오는
You can really feel the December vibe with this outfit.
Yeah.
And
Festive vibe.
December 20,
또 있어요.
next
Okay.
week,
Next maintenance.
So next
next
week,
maintenance.
두 종으로
And
준비를 해봤습니다.
아,
For
네네네.
female classes,
아, 또
there's
이제 많은
another
분들이 의상 기다리시는 분들
version
많았을
available as
텐데,
well,
네, 굉장히
which
will be
Okay.
available
많으니까
January
라는
10th.
생각이 듭니다. 그리고 또 연애를 하면 우리 전 세계
Okay.
Two versions.
Two versions. Ah, nice.
선물 소개해 주셔야죠.
So for everyone that's been
아까 저
waiting excited for their Christmas new look, it's time.
Yeah.
또 이제 육아운별 모비.
But of course,
네.
if
근데
it's a ball,
요걸로는 좀
there has to be rewards.
Of course.
그걸로
Of course.
조금 더 주시면 또 감사한 마음이 있죠.
It's time.
Oh, I see all the. It's time.
내일부터 시작되는 이제 수족고 통해서 2024년을 맞이해서 이제 크론석 2024개
네.
그리고
So let's special login rewards.
아,
Also begin.
Yeah.
From tomorrow.
크론석
From
2024개.
tomorrow.
As you can
Bro.
see on the screen, you can get 2024 Cron Stones
그리고요.
and 20 Dim Origin of Dark Hunger
Let's go.
또 있죠.
with the special login rewards.
Okay.
네네네.
Okay, that's pretty big.
크론석 2000개
There's still.
마이크스 좀 150개
But wait,
But wait.
아, 특별한
There's more.
there's more.
There's also the coupon. So you can get 2,000 Cron Stones, 150 Advice of Valks,
Okay.
2
뭐가
J Special
빠졌죠?
Box, and 1
아니, 이거
2023
기다리면서
Choose Your
시간 다
2023
안 하고
Outfit
계속
Box.
엄청 많은데 뭐가
Okay.
빠졌죠?
Oh, nice.
망치가
The options are
뭐가
pretty
빠지지
awesome.
않아요.
Oh, I think people are.
같이
I think
준비했습니다.
they're choosing.
같이 보시죠.
Oh, they're asking what's missing.
Yeah.
What's missing? Hammer? Hammer?
Actually, chat, I think
Chat,
there's
what's
an
missing?
emoji.
There's
There's
an
an emoji.
emoji.
Yeah.
We have an emoji on our channel,
Oh,
chat.
let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Let's take a look.
내 망치는 뭐든 해결하지.
Yo.
망치가 등장을 했는데 아니 선물 주라고 했더니
Yo, this is a jam.
실물 망치를 제2의 망치를 이렇게까지 화려하게 줄 것까지는 없잖아요.
네, 그 망치도 드릴 건데
Okay.
다른
It's
망치
not the hammers we were expecting.
Yeah. Not quite the hammers we were expecting. They got to kind of rework these hammers. They look a bit different.
35년
Oh, we're looking at the.
Enjoy.
얼마나 지났을까? 에너지는 질량과 광속의 제곱. 그게 이 세상의 법칙이야. 수호자들. 이 근처가 맞네. 덤벼! 드디어 찾았다. 카리브리의 문. 이제 집으로 돌아가는 거야.
해가 서쪽에서 뜨는 세계로는 돌아갈 수 없다. 갈 거야. 그래, 난 말보다 주먹이 앞서는 성격이지.
황금이 연속됐어. 설마 중력으로 입자가 가속돼서?
중력 핵을 융합시켰구나. 그럼 아무리 나라고 해도 살려둘 수 없지. 이제 끝을 보자. 에이브 카라이.
이건 왕의 물로 이뤄진 결계인가? 보통의 금이라면 녹아내렸겠지만 해냈어. 돌아가는 거야, 집으로. 사람은 꿈이 후회로 바뀔 때 비로소 늙는 법이라고. 하지만 난 아직 젊고 예쁘잖아.
Okay.
And we're back.
감사합니다.
And we're back.
여러분, 검은
a lot of
사막의
hammers.
세모
There's a lot of hammers.
신규 클래스 스칼라를 소개해드립니다.
So this is Scholar.
Black Desert's 27th class.
스칼라는 엘리언역 210년
Scholar is the 27th class to come to Black Desert.
286년 7년 정도 되니까 이제 나이가
And
꽤
Scholar
많죠. 그래서 뭔가 여러분들
Was
이제
born
알고 계시는
around the Elonian year
이브로바탄이나
of 210,
알로스보다도 누나인 셈입니다.
which makes her older than Igor
스칼라가
Bartali
이제
and Alustin.
235년쯤에 검은 상어 대륙을 뒤덮은 이제 불치병인 검은 죽음에 감염이 됐습니다. 그래서 이제 저명한
Scholar
학자였던
caught the
스칼라는
Black Death
스스로의 병을
around
치료했을
the
거라고
year
이제 자신만만했지만
235.
이 무시무시한 역병으로부터
She was a renowned
방법을
physicist
찾지
and
못했습니다. 그리고
alchemist.
이제 좌절에 빠지게 되는데요. 스칼라의 이런 삶은
But she was
20세기
unable to find a cure for
초국의
the
시인
Right.
이상의
Black Death
삶에서부터
at the time.
일어났습니다.
Okay.
시한부 선고를 받은
To find a
삶에서
new hope.
회의적이고 관념적인 창작의 혼을 불태웠던 이제 그와는 달리 스칼라는 검은 사막 대륙에서 벗어나
I won't get ahead of
다른
this, chat.
세계로 넘어가서 희망을 찾기를 합니다.
So like she basically like
스칼라는 이제
to
이런 어려운
escape this fate, she
제한적으로
decided to cross over to another
중력을
world
다룰 수 있는
outside of the
힘을
Black
얻게 되고
Desert.
Right.
그 힘으로 스스로의 시간을
And
가등으로써
then after a
병의
perilous
진행을 멈출 수 있게
adventure,
됐습니다.
she gains the
그리고 이제
ability
다시
to
고향으로
control
뭐
gravity
어떤 일이 있었는지는 게임 스토리를 통해서
and confining
자세히
herself to
이제
time
살펴봐 주시면
itself.
감사하겠습니다.
She
이렇게
defeats
이제
the
힘을
illness and
얻은
returns
스칼라가
home.
평소에 연금술을 하고 다루던 망치를 더 자유롭게 다룰 수 있게 되는데 천재 물리학자였던 만큼 망치의 무게를 가볍게
The
해서
power enhances
자기가
her
가진
handling
권력보다
of
훨씬 더
hammers.
멀리 던질 수 있게
She once
된다거나
used for
아니면
alchemy.
반대로 순간적으로 망치를 무겁게 해서 강력한 파괴력을 이끌어내기도 합니다. 그리고 이 힘은
Not only
스칼라의
can she
신체에
throw them much
적용해서
further, but she can
Right.
even
아무리
change their
높은
mass
곳에서
to
떨어져도 낙하피해
weight
받지 않고요.
due to her understanding
순간적으로
of gravity.
중력핵을 설치해서 수평으로 혹은 수직으로
And her vast
자유롭게
knowledge
이동을 할수
also means that she
또
doesn't
높이
take
도약해서
fall
망치로 찍어 누를
damage.
때 점프의
The higher the hammer goes, the
피해를 줄
higher
수
the
있습니다.
damage is
이런
inflicted.
특징으로 인해 이제 학구적인 외형에서는 이제 상상할 수 없는 좀 묵직하고 호쾌한 액션을 즐기실 수 있을 거고요. 실제 이제 액션이
Like
궁금하실
contrary
것
to her kind of
같은데
like scholarly
전투 영상
appearance, her
먼저 보고
actions are very like I guess weighty and strong. So let's
Right.
take a look at her combat video.
Okay, be right back, chat. Yo.
That was even more hammering than I expected.
Yo.
Yo.
Did you see that 200% at the end?
감사합니다.
Okay.
스칼라는 이제 물리학자면서 연금술사라고 이제
Laughing.
말씀드렸었는데
Tell us more.
이펙트
Scholar's
컨셉
design and
보시면은
concept revolves around
전투
alchemy.
연출 컨셉이 약간 연금술 쪽에 가깝습니다.
She tags enemies
당대 모든
by
연금술사들의
transmuting
꿈이었던
any metal
금속을
into gold.
황금으로
Basically
시연하는
like
것을
the
이제 해내게 됩니다.
dream of
땅
alchemists,
속에 있는
right? Like,
원소를
that was like
더
their
강력해진
goal.
중력의 힘으로 이끌어내서
And
금으로
Scholar
치환된
uses two
치환해서 이제
hammers
적을 공격하는데
and
이
a
금으로
sledgehammer.
황금을 연성하는 걸 제가 좀 찾아봤는데
Okay, go ahead.
현대 기술로도 납을 금으로
She's
바꾸는 게
Jay's talking
가능하더라고요.
about like how
근데 이제
they looked
다만
into if it was possible to turn
비용적
gold
수지
into
타산이 맞지 않아서
metal
아무도
into
안 하고
gold
있을
and the-
뿐이라고 하는데
Right.
아무튼 이런 사실 황금을 만든다는 그런 재밌는 상상을 게임적으로 좀
They
풀어봤습니다.
took this kind of
그리고
like
이제
concept
영상을
and bring it life
보시면은
in the
아마 특이한
game
점
mode,
하나를
game
보셨을 거예요. 다들 그 부분에서 이제 반응이 있으셨는데 스칼라는 두 개의 망치와 양손 망치를
Scholar
함께
uses two
사용합니다.
hammers and a sledgehammer.
네, 스칼라는 각성 개념이 없고
And instead of
대신 개방을
awakening,
통해서
these
각성
weapon
기술에
skills
해당하는
are
여러
used by
기술을 함께
Ascension.
사용을 합니다. 예, 개방 무기는 두 개의
And her ascension
망치를
weapon
하나로
is
합친
a sledgehammer
양손
after
망치고요.
fusing her two hammers
외형적인 이제
together.
부분을 보면은
So people might be
약간
more
괴짜 같은 면모를 지닌 이제
remember
학자를
like
표현하기
Archer and
위해서
how his skill sets
르네상스
work.
시대의 학자들이 이제 초상화로
The idea
초상에서
is
입고
that the
있던
two
그런
gravity
인상들을
cores and
모티브로
the
좀
hammers
외형을
are fused into
디자인해봤고요.
one.
이제 학문을
And her
탐구해서
outfit is
신의
inspired
영역으로
by
한 걸음
scholars
나아간
of the
인간이
Renaissance
느꼈을 이제
era.
광위를 표현하기 위해서 의상에 눈과 빛을
I
상징하는
think for
문양들이 장식으로 사용이 됐습니다.
Adventurers who might not know what
여기까지 이제
Ascension
신규
is, it's
클래스
kind of a
스칼라였습니다.
different route, yes.
아, 네.
감사합니다.
Similar to Archer.
망치가
People
뭐
understand how
나눠졌다고
Archer
하죠.
works will have a more of an idea how
You can meet
Scholar
Scholar
will work.
tomorrow in the Global
하려고
Lab.
그랬다가
Oh,
Yes.
Tomorrow, December
아, 그러면 이
17.
쌍망치 클래스는 언제 만나볼 수 있는 건가요?
And then they're about to
내일
announce, I
연구소에서
think.
바로 하실 수
Oh,
있고요.
tomorrow in the Global Lab.
바로요?
네, 그리고 12월 20일 네.
Next
And
weekend,
she will-
December 20th.
okay. So you can be a Scholar
Worldwide.
main
Worldwide.
worldwide, December 20th. I've been a Scholar main since
네, 맞습니다. 전 세계 동시 출시.
since 2015.
tomorrow.
Since now.
제가 사실은 전승매화를 그저께 했거든요. 그러면 바로 또 졸업하러 도전을 해볼 수 있겠다라는 생각이 드니까 굉장히 기분이 좋습니다. 야.
대신 이제 콘솔은 아까 말씀드렸다시피 그 업데이트 먼저 하고
아, 네.
And for console, it will be updated at a
later
later
date.
date.
그거 좀
Yeah.
양해 부탁드립니다.
그렇군요.
Jaehee hopes.
저희가 이제
for understanding.
말의 시작점이
Yeah.
아니 왜 선물에 망치는 없나요? 요구에서 시작이 됐잖아요.
Oh, we started with the hammers as gifts.
Yeah.
We ended up with a class with hammers.
Yeah.
But where are the
Where the
Jay's
hammers.
hammers. Yeah,
Yes.
true. Jay's hammer remote. Let's go.
저희가 이제
It's time.
칼편연의 사전 이벤트로 망치를 하나 드렸는데
It's time,
Chat,
chat.
we need to hear you.
We did give one right before the ball.
Yeah.
두 개
With
더
the-
드리겠습니다.
Oh, true.
And since she has two hammers, it's time for two Jay's hammers.
Let's go.
Oh,
Time.
big brain,
It's
two
time.
hammers.
한 개만 주는 거 아니니까.
Okay. Two Jay's hammers, cronies.
감사합니다.
Let's go.
박수 한 번만 주시면 안 되겠습니까? 네. 아,
Big.
네.
So
그리고
here we have all the rewards, and
Yeah.
the hammers are 2 times.
Uh-huh.
망치가 두 개잖아요.
네.
Oh, since there's two hammers,
다른 것도
Yes.
I think we need to
그래서
double,
double
all
the
rewards.
rewards. Ah, that makes sense.
So you get 4,000
Let's
crowns.
go.
Okay.
Two
Because
times
there's
advice
two
of
hammers,
what,
we need to make the
150.
rest two. True. That makes
2
sense.
times J's, 4 J special
It
boxes,
wouldn't have made sense otherwise, but now it does.
아까 제가 망치가 안
and 2
보여가지고
outfit boxes.
그것 때문에 사실은 안 짚고 넘어간 게 하나가 있는데
Ah, those X2s look so like pleasing. I don't know why.
특별해 보여.
So there's two hammers, and the other ones look lonely, so we'll give the other ones friends as well.
활용해 주셨던
And with the outfit box, you
yes.
can choose between the Tebek outfit,
수공의 이제
the Yorom summer
이동
outfit,
의상이랑 라블리
and our Halloween Wonderland outfit.
Yeah, and there's also like a summer
Reaper.
one that I forgot the name of. I think it was a bit further up. Ah, the lovely bloom.
That one.
Oh,
그릇이 갖고
I remember it for the wine
선택을
glass.
하시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
네, 그리고
Okay.
마지막으로 이제 여기에
And we're also going to give you a weapon exchange coupon box And
Okay.
because you might have 2 offense, you're gonna get a sub-weapon exchange coupon on top.
Let's go.
Nice.
추가로 다 드리겠습니다.
I mean, we have a tag
Oh,
event going on right
And a
now, but still.
another season, season access coupon.
Oh.
Okay.
Another season.
즐기시는 분들이 굉장히 많았잖아요. 근데 시즌
Hold up now.
또 해보고 싶은데라고 하시는 분들한테는 정말 좋은 선물이 될 것 같다라는 생각이 듭니다.
For everyone who wants to do the season again,
Okay.
it's time.
I see.
I think new class, new season.
I see, I see.
And now we
Okay.
see all the rewards, and we have the code for you.
Okay. Who'd have guessed?
2023 with Calpheon.
True.
I would have never guessed the code.
No,
Yeah.
never would have guessed it. I'm glad I was told that.
아 어쨌든 뭐 정말 2023년 굉장히 다사다난했던 한 해였다.
But we love the rewards.
Chat, what are you going to do with it?
없었다라고 해도
What are you going for?
아니지만
What are we tapping?
이렇게 한 해를 마무리하면서 정말
Can't use.
그리고 내년의 계획까지
Hold.
하셨습니다.
Someone in chat's gonna get 2 Pen Blackstars.
Oh, really?
I think Jaehee has
One person in the world.
closing mint.
Okay.
있었던 한 해인 것 같습니다.
So it seems like it's time,
이제 잘
I believe, for us to say goodbye. Is this right, Knox?
고민을 했어요.
Hang on.
저희가 어떻게 변해야 되는지, 어떤 방향으로 변해야 되는지 고민을 해서 그래서 오늘
Basically talking about,
2024년 패치 노트가
We
저희가 이제
discussed a bunch of changes.
하겠다라는 말씀을 드리는
So basically, like they spent a lot of time talking about what 2024 should be, right?
Right.
And it's what kind of changes, what adventures want, what they have for the vision of the game, that kind of accumulated to the 2024 patch notes.
Yeah.
다른 고민을 또 해보고 해서
We hope
Like,
this
talking about how
resonates
like
with all our
our adventures
adventurers.
feedbacks that we'll take them in mind, do our
Yeah.
best to implement what we can.
저희가 오늘 준비한 거 말고도 많이 있습니다.
Don't worry, chat. The coupon code will work soon.
Yeah, don't worry, it'll work eventually.
저희가 기존 연에는 만들어진
In past balls, we just showcase what we've developed.
계속 만드는 것만 집중을
And-
하고 또 만들고 또 만들고 연에서 또 보여드려야 되니까 또
Yeah.
만들고 이러다 보니까
Yeah, so we ended up focusing
이거는
on
좀 한번 끊어야겠다.
only developing.
모험가 여러분들도 당연히 저희에게 새로운 거 그만 만들고 좀 기존 것 좀 신경 써라 이런 말씀 많이 해주셔서 그래서 이번 연의
And
목표는
like
So we ended up preparing for events like these over several months.
바로 좀 빠르게
Seem to have was in a situation.
몇 개월 뒤에 적용되는 것도
So this time,
뭐 시간이
we shared with you our direction
꼼꼼히
and
준비해가지고
goal for next year.
차근차근 하나씩 다 준비를 해서 보여드릴게요.
Among things we shared, some will be
이렇게
applied
이제
immediately,
변화의 시작을 알리는
while
거는
others may take time.
2023년의 마지막에 칼편연에서
And despite the time it may take and the potential for failure,
빨리 돌아가서 하나라도 더 하루라도 더 빨리
and Jaehee really enjoyed this time, and he'll
okay, yeah.
정말
Like,
연애
wants to go back and like develop even more because it
Okay.
basically encouraged him.
Yeah.
만나기 전에 저는 한 2시간 전에 여러분들하고 미리 앉아서 연애의 전통이 사실 여러 가지
I was just mentioning like before the stream, he had a chance to sit down with a lot of adventurers at the venue itself and talk
Right.
about.
이 인사를 드리고 나서
Okay.
Talk together about Black Desert.
드릴게요.
And about that kind of. Oh, there's something else for them.
중요한 이야기가 또 남아 있잖아요.
네, 오늘 이제
Oh, there's one more important thing.
마지막은 특별히
아.
이제 다음 연에 대해서 안내해 드리면서
Oh, the next ball?
내년에 이제 하이델 연애
The next ball?
장소는 하이델입니다.
Next ball? Heidel?
Wait,
이게
And
Heidel
Heidel?
ball at Heidel.
Heidel ball and Heidel? But
정확하게 뭔지 아시고
where is Heidel?
이따가 좀 영상으로 좀 보여드릴 건데 그거 보시면 될 것 같고 마지막 이제 인사드리면은 제가 이제 2023년에 이제 많은 고민과 이제 생각을 많이 했고 오늘
I
보여드린
wonder.
변화 말고도
I
2024년에
wonder,
많은
chat.
변화 보여드릴 수 있게 좀 노력하겠습니다. 한 해 동안 정말 감사했습니다. 내년에도 잘 부탁드립니다.
Jaehee, thank you to
Yeah.
all our adventures worldwide.
정말 수고 많으셨고요.
So yes, we'll see you next year. We'll strive to make even more improvements in 2024. Adventurers, thank you so much for this year, and
수고
we will see you
많으셨습니다. 전
next
세계
year.
모험가 여러분들도 정말 감사합니다. 수고 많으셨습니다. 이상으로 칼피언 연애를 마치겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you, adventurers.
Thank you guys
Adventurers.
all so much, everyone at
So, but
home.
before you go, we do have a video.
Yes, we do have a video
Don't go yet.
that will show you that was just regarding that last announcement. Enjoy.
엘리언역 235년.
Okay.
으로부터 얼마나 지났을까?
Never mind.
에너지는 질량과 광속의 제거. 그게 이 세상의 법칙이야. 수호자들. 이 근처가 맞네. 덤벼! 드디어 찾았다. 카리브리의 문. 이제 집으로 돌아가는 거야.
에이블린 오카로이. 해가 서쪽에서 뜨는 세계로는 돌아갈 수 없다.
갈 거야.
그래, 난 말보다 주먹이 앞서는 성격이지.
황금이 연속됐어. 설마 중력으로 입자가 가속돼서?
중력 핵을 융합시켰구나. 그럼 아무리 나라고 해도 살려둘 수 없지. 이제 끝을 보자. 에이블 카라이.
이건 왕의 물로 이뤄진 결계인가? 보통의 금이라면 녹아내렸겠지만 해냈어. 돌아가는 거야, 집으로. 사람은 꿈이 후회로 바뀔 때 비로소 늙는 법이라고. 하지만 난 아직 젊고 예쁘잖아.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. So, yes, thank you all again so much for joining us in Calpheon Ball 2023, ending off the year with a pretty big bang. The hammers
And
hammers.
the next Heidel Ball.
Yes.
I think that's huge news, especially for our European adventurers who.
Yes,
It's the first time.
it is the first time,
Heidel Ball in France.
and not
In
just
Europe.
any
Europe.
location.
Yeah.
It's Heidel Castle.
Pretty much the inspiration for many of our in-game Heidel
Right, landmarks.
landmarks.
Exactly. You'll be able to, well, those of you who join us will be able to see a lot of those landmarks. It's, some of us have been there, scoped out the place. and it looks amazing.
I think some of you might have spotted
Yes.
our
Our little-
Heidel castle in the middle of us.
Yes,
as
we,
a smaller Easter egg.
It's a little Easter egg. I'm pretty sure maybe no one caught on to that. But yes, we have a model of Heidel Castle in the back here, just to sort of like tease it a little bit. But yes, no, so we can't wait to see many of you there next year, and we hope you've all had an amazing time. We hope we tried to do our best today, going over the what was said by Jaehee. But again, we'll remind you that we are going to be working on a recap video, going over all the things. So if you did miss anything, we're going to do our best with that video. But that's pretty much it for now. Good luck with your enhancements.
Before we leave, though, just wanted to say that you might be interested on when you can sign up for the actual Heidel Ball.
Okay.
We hope to have, please stay tuned to the website. It'll be up, I think, within very soon.
Yeah,
I think,
not long.
not today, of course, but like, please, especially the maintenance, please keep an eye on the website, and we'll make sure to keep you guys updated. Follow our socials and be signed up.
I'll definitely.
You might be one of the lucky ones. Yes.
True. I'll definitely mention on the maintenance stream, so you stay tuned for that as well. But yes.
I hope you had a wonderful time with us.
Yes.
This
Absolutely.
morning, this evening, whichever
Wherever
time
you
zone
are.
you're currently at.
So yes, we hope you all enjoy Scholar. Next week, or if you're going on the Global Labs, I do believe it was just mentioned as
Tomorrow,
well.
yes.
And which for NAEU you're going to have access to as well.
Yes,
tomorrow.
absolutely.
Alongside the new
Central
NA Central servers on the Global App. So
Yes.
please give it a try and
Yes, please give it a try because it helps us. This is like your time to like give that a go using that central server, because then it actually gives us a lot of feedback, right, Nox? So it's important that you actually jump on and give it a go. But I think that wraps up
that
today.
wraps up everything.
Chat, thank you so much once again. You've been an absolute gem. We hope you've enjoyed. We hope you all the best of luck with your enhancements, everything. And we can't wait to check all your feedback and your thoughts regarding the ball today. Have a wonderful day/night wherever you are, and
Goodbye.
Goodbye for now.